Okay.
What's up? Good morning. How's everybody doing? We got about 20 seconds and we're going to get into this. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good day. It is Wednesday and we have a lot going on. So we're going to get it started. Curt, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm ready for a great day.
Sweet. Me too. Good morning. You're listening to KAGA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And it is Wednesday morning. It looks like it rained last night. I'm slipping around go-kart style on the way into work. So if you're driving, make sure that you're careful out there. And I think it may be raining later. Remember when we used to do the weather here?
Yeah, we don't do the weather anymore.
You know, there's so much more going on than the weather. You know,
it was so, yeah, like it's like, hey, let's cut out one of our guests that are talking about their business and being like, hey, we're going to break this up and just throw in a weather report. That means nothing.
Do I really want to talk about stuff I can't control? Do I really want to focus on that, and for how long?
You can't control the weather, or you can't control Curtsy the cornless Casper doing the weather.
The weatherman was out of control. He was like giving all these fake weather reports, and everybody was complaining.
Fake?
I can't control the weather. It turned into fake weather. Hashtag.
Fake news.
Yeah, so it is it's Wednesday. So yesterday we got into a whole bunch of stuff. We had a great time going out in the community. We actually went to Galveston first after our show was over. We went to Texas Pit Stop right on the seawall, and we had a good time. Shot some video, hung out with Arnold, the owner of both locations. And then if that wasn't enough, we said, hey,
second lunch.
We had to go get second lunch. But in between first lunch and second lunch, we actually went and hung out with Chef Mary Bass at Katie Seafood House, which is under construction. We met the owner, met their, design interior person. It looks awesome.
You know, if you live in Galveston, if you love going to Galveston, Katie Seafood House is something to get excited about. The design that we saw is it's going to be one of the nicest restaurants in Galveston.
Oh, and you know what? I dare I say that I had to leave my touch, right? I was giving suggestions left and right. They were like, wow, this guy must watch a lot of Fixer Upper. The answer is yes. I have seen a lot of Fixer. I was like, what about this, guys? And they're like, you're a genius.
What about the fans? And you're like, oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh, if we have the oceans behind here, and so it's going to be fresh seafood. So I think we need to focus on that part. They're like, oh, that's a great idea. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But no, shout out to Chef Mary Bass and everything else. But after we left the island, we had another appointment, and we went to a very familiar place.
Texas Pit Stop Barbecue?
Oh, for second lunch. We had first lunch at Pit Stop on the island, got off the island, second lunch in beautiful Lamarck, Texas, and we had a good time.
It was great. It was so much fun to be able to have two lunches, all from the same place. And I think I had, barbecue at both places.
And it tripped me out. I was like, okay, something tastes different about the Galveston one. And then I realized every time I go to the Pit Stop, they always ask spicy barbecue sauce or regular. I've never one time said regular because I'm a spicy person, right? I'm like, look, I'm spicy. I want the spicy barbecue sauce. So for the first time, they just brought the regular at Galveston, but it's good too. It was like a sweet, tangy difference. I don't know, but it was a good time.
Are you guys jealous of us because we had two lunches yesterday?
That's not normal?
That's not. Oh, yeah, that's every day here at KHEA Radio.
Wait, do people not have like two lunches all the time?
People don't eat two lunches
all
the time?
Yeah.
Hey, so we're starting to already get notifications on our text messaging. If you are interested in walking away with a t-shirt today, you can go ahead and text our number. That's 346-704-1806. I see that Grace already wants a shirt. Grace, we got you. So just say, I want a shirt, put your name on it, and we'll make sure that we got that shirt to you. I think we have 8 that we're doing today, 8 that we're doing on Friday, or something like that. We got a bunch of shirts that we're doing.
Curse is making up numbers.
I think we have like 16 shirts.
Yeah, there's 16 shirts total.
16 shirts total. So if you want one, message us at 346-704-1806.
Hey, well, I feel like we talked about how we were giving this away. I talked to you about it yesterday.
We're doing it today and Friday.
I talked to you a little bit about it today, but you were kind of in a rush whenever we got started.
Yeah, we're kind of in a rush.
Anyways, here's the deal. If you like this video, comment and share it out. We're going to do our normal thing. If you're interested in winning a t-shirt, You need to do that so that way we can get some fun stuff going. But we're excited to be able to give some shirts away today. We're excited to be able to continue to do giveaways. We're also going to be picking the winner for our Olympia Grill gift card. We're giving away a $50 gift card to Olympia Grill today, so that's cool. Are you excited about that, Curt?
I'm excited about giving away a $50 gift card to Olympia Grill, so that's going to be exciting.
Hey, what's up, Kathy? She's the owner of Head Games Salon over there in Lake City. Said, I'm listening to you in my car. Thank you so much for listening. Feel free to share this video out, not while you're in your car, but maybe later. So if you are watching on your phone or watching on social media or YouTube, feel free to share the video. Let us know what do you guys have going on today. It's going to be a good time, and we're going to be talking a lot about stuff going on in the community, including our event that's taking place on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday, we're doing a share-a-thon where we are doing 8 hours of Kickstart all day long, 8:30 to about 5 o'clock. And we have prizes. We have giveaways. They're all going to you. So make sure that you tune in for that.
Yeah. So let us know also if you have a business and you want to either donate something for us to give away or for us to like, hey, promote. If you want to be involved in that day, let us know and we'll be able to make something happen. Right now it's 8:41. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. Kickstart is going to be on till 11 a.m. talking about all kinds of fun stuff. And we're asking you, what do you have going on today? We see there's a lot of people who want a shirt. Israel said, I'm ready for some Olympia Grill. You know what? Me too. Brittany has a kids' Christmas party going on today. I feel like school's about to get out. Are people happy about that or sad? Like, if you're a parent, are you like, yeah, I'm ready for my kids to be home all, for like the next 3 weeks or however long the break is? Or you're just like, okay, I need to take a careful amount of time and take care of myself today because I got to prepare because they're coming to get me.
The best part about our show on Friday is people are going to be out of school already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be awesome because you can tune in, get the kids plugged in 8 hours just watching us on Friday. I feel like that's a great way to have your first day off from school break.
Yeah, pretty much. There's going to be a lot going on. Curt has volunteered to get a haircut, a special haircut, like Friar Tuck style. He's also volunteered himself to feel what it's like to be on a birth pain simulator. We're also having a taser brought. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of stuff that's going on all over the place. I feel like we may need to have me in like a doctor's coat on standby with like a stethoscope around my neck.
I didn't say anything about being tased on this show.
Oh, you didn't say it about on the show, but you just said when we reach a certain amount of likes. Hey, shout out to the Arms Room. They gave me this taser to carry around, and as soon as we hit that 5,000 Facebook likes,
have it?
Yes, Anthony's the man. Anthony's the man. He trusts me. I'm trustworthy. It's in my pocket. I keep it close for protection from you, and in case 5,000. So it's going to be a good time. I think we may hit 5,000 Facebook likes on Friday. Maybe. It's possible.
I don't know if I want to get tased and have a pregnancy simulator and get my hair cut, and I don't know what else is out there.
Okay, here's the other thing. So if you get tased while you're on a pregnancy simulator, it would probably be better because you knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, and then you'd be like, I don't know if this
feel it.
Yeah, exactly. It may make you feel better.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Ugh.
We're going to find out. Who's been tased before? Has anybody been tased? Let us know.
How about this? Because somebody asked me this. They go, hey, what is Gardy doing on Friday's show? And I'm like, I really don't know what Gardy is doing on Friday's show.
Yeah.
And I agree with Solian. She says, Gardy, get tased. I feel like if I have to do the pregnancy simulator, you have to get tased.
Okay. If one generous person donates $15,000, I would take a taser like that. One of those little things. Just a mere $15,000. Where you at, Chevy?
You can do 1,000. You can do 1,000. I can do 1,000.
It has to be from one person, generous person, and I want that to be a monthly donation.
We're all gonna donate. We're all gonna donate as one person.
No, you're not one person. If you get 100 people, 50, I mean, we can do that. But no, I want $15,000 like a donation a month to make KHEA Radio possible. We're listener supported here, people. Come on.
$2,000 and somebody gets to pick a tattoo for Curt.
Who said that?
Crystal Kozad. That's funny. I like that.
Yeah, that KHEA radio tat that you've been picking out. I see him sketching. I'm like, Curt, what are you doing? Shouldn't be doing something else. He's like, oh, nothing. He's like sketching. He's like, this is for my lower back. He has like it drawn out and everything. He has that lower back tat, KHEA radio. It's like the logo with the tat. Dude, it looks good though. It's gonna look good. In your words.
Good.
Yeah, so let us know. Are there any other ideas we have? And okay, to go back to your question, what's Gardy going to be doing? Gardy, I'm going to be on the couch taking a nap. Hopefully everybody else, Joe Perez will be there. We're trying to get some other people to help us out. I'm just going to be chilling. I don't know. I may show up. I may talk. I may not.
You will have the easiest job on Friday. I'm over there in the pregnancy simulator getting tased while having my hair cut.
Oh, that's so hard to get your hair cut. Oh, I can't believe it. It has been a long time. You need a haircut. We're going to have Chevy in. And speaking of haircuts, there's some beef there.
Is he so mad?
I would be. I'm mad for him. You're just disappointed. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think you'd be mad?
No. I didn't cheat on him too bad.
Wow.
It's just one haircut.
Wow.
It's just like one kid. Oh, wait.
But for you don't get a haircut as often as you maybe could or most people do. So for you, it's like,
every 11,000 miles.
Every 6 months you get a haircut and we're like, Kurt, you could maybe use one. You're like, what? It looks fine. What are you talking about? You throw a little more hand sanitizer in it, just like coming over to the side. Yeah. So for you, that's like half of your yearly haircut rate was taken up by somebody else. So I don't know. We'll see. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. We're going to take a quick break. It's the Pentatonics. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's almost here. My son asked me what day it is, and he was counting down like 23, 24.
He's coming to town.
So what'd you put for the shirt giveaway?
That they just have to text, I want a shirt, and then we would pick winners from that text message.
So
why'd
you decide that?
I thought that's what I don't remember what I decided.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. This dude, he goes rogue sometimes, just like making up rules by himself. Whenever we do stuff, it's just like, I don't know.
I think that's a good idea.
But now we have their phone number, so we'll text them that they have to do that.
What's up?
Kurt didn't want us to put the sticker down. He doesn't want people to like our page.
You want to put a sticker on a $15 million desk?
Right.
This desk is not $15 million.
It'll peel right off.
That car one would, huh?
What the big thing about the big.
So what's up, guys?
Stay right there.
It's kind of cool to
So
see.
Leon, you don't know our phone number?
346-704-18. Why is it posting as myself?
Yeah, I don't know. So what are you guys up to again? So it looks like there's a lot going on this week. Today, after the show, we are going to Naked Nutrition, get naked fit. That's what we're trying to do. People always ask, and I don't know if I should be offended why they always pick this number. They're like, how do you not weigh 300 pounds? First of all, I could weigh 300 pounds. I'm very strong under this jacket.
It's only 100 more pounds than what we weigh right now.
Yeah. And
only 100 more.
The reason usually is because, well, we weigh more than that. Kurt's still holding on to that 200 pound weight that he weighed whenever he lost some weight, but he eats cookies for breakfast every day.
I do. I eat a healthy cookie for breakfast every morning.
It's like serving is 2, but he's like, 2 serving size. And I'll just eat one.
Somebody is going to ask me when I'm 120 years old. They're going to be like, how did you live to be 120 years old? And I'm going to be like, cookies. Eat a cookie for breakfast. And they're going to be like,
and cheese.
They're going to be like, what?
I was asking you have the old man voice, but your voice was regular.
You're 120 years old.
The funniest part is like when people are like, they had Dr. Pepper every day and now they're 130 years old. That's the secret to life, Dr. Pepper.
I've never heard that.
He's just making up stuff.
But I'm pro Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. So what's the secret? What are y'all's secrets? Okay, wait. Okay, so we're going to Naked Nutrition. We're actually going to shoot some videos. Check them out. They do a lot of meal prepping. You can get smoothies, you can get shakes and some other stuff from there. We started using them in the beginning of the year, and they've been meal prepping for us. So anytime we're not at a restaurant, whether that like we're at Texas Pit Stop or Olympia Grill or some of these other amazing local places, we're usually eating like a pre-portioned meal prep amount of food. So it kind of helps us keep some kind of balance, but we're going to hit it hard in January and try and make sure we start out the year correctly, like most people will, and you can too. But yeah, check out Naked Nutrition. Then after that,
we're headed to Head Game.
I want to go to Head Game Salon, and so I see that Kathy, the owner, is on here, and Here, I see she said something, but okay, y'all have a great day. Some. But yeah, we're trying to go there. So hopefully we'll go and catch Kathy if she's still there at Head Game Salon. They are in League City at 270 and 518. So there's that Kroger over there. There's like a shipping place. I've used that shipping place a lot. And then next to that is a salon, and she owns that. We went and got some beard oil from there. And before Kurt, I don't know what did it fall out? Did your beard fall out? Because it was looking okay. And
it
then
just died.
Now you're kind of weak. I feel like out of the beards in this room, I can see like a 1 and a 2 over here. I may be the 3, but at least I'm not last.
This still looks good. This shaved looks good.
Does it?
Everyone has said like this is the style now. Like this.
Dang.
Everyone is like this. Beats that and that.
Trendsetter.
And that.
Well, there you go.
Trendsetter.
You heard it here from the man
Drinking
himself.
Dr. Pepper, right? What now? And
So
eating cookies for breakfast.
Then after Head Games, we have we're gonna go meet up at the Arms Room and talk about some stuff. So we're excited about that. And then we'll come back here and it'll be time to do the show tomorrow already. So that's kind of what we have going on.
And I have to do all that. Oh, Friday is going to come fast.
Yeah. So tonight we're also going to be setting up the stage for our show on Friday. So our show on Friday, if you haven't heard, we're trying to raise some money. KHEA Radio, we're listener supported, community supported, and we're trying to grow that base. And y'all have been awesome. People have already been donating. They go to khearadio.com. You can hit the donate button. We also set up a text message number that you can text like this number in KHEA and any amount. It'll just ask you like, oh, what's your info? You put it in and you'd be able to donate money. But I don't have the number memorized yet, but I'm pretty sure on Friday it'll be like ingrained in my brain and I'll never be able to forget it after saying it for 8 hours straight. But I'm excited. Holly said, I have a large Dr. Pepper from Sonic. Please don't snitch on me. I won't tell.
You what? Why aren't you bringing it here?
Hey, we had someone said that they were going to bring us brisket kolaches, and I'm just like looking out the windows here, just seeing if they're actually going to bring them. But
I'm tagging her and saying, letting us down again.
Wow. So so if y'all don't know, I have a brand called Del Tigre and we do shoes. And so I've been communicating, they're like shipping like this week. And I'm like, please get them here. So anyways, I've been talking to the manufacturer about some stuff. So there's some tags and that's what they just sent me like a proof for a tag. And I'm like, it looks good. Do it. At this point, I'm like, I just need something on it. Just have my name. Just no spelling errors. Let's go. I'm excited. But yeah, what do you guys got going on? It looks like there's a lot of people living that Dr. Pepper life. There's Vanessa. There's my friend Russell's mom is on. How are y'all doing? How's everybody doing? How's it in Danbury, the big city?
Is Dr. Pepper okay? So I have to ask this because I had Dr. Pepper in Nebraska, right?
Yes.
I love Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
But people are like, oh,
what? Vanessa said I said no.
Ooh.
You need to show me the screenshots. Kurt, now I kind of see what you're talking about whenever you talk bad about Vanessa all the time. And I usually defend her.
No,
I defend her and you're like, but no, I see what's going on here.
Wow.
Sometimes
you just threw me under the bus. There was like, you threw me under the bus, backed up and ran me over again.
I said, hey, Vanessa said she was going to bring some stuff. And he was like, she's not going to bring anything. And I was like, she said she was going to.
I didn't say it like that. I just I was like, don't expect it. Wow.
Well, okay.
Throw me under the bus. Back me up. Oh,
so what are you going to say about Texas and Dr. Pepper?
Oh, so like apparently it's a Texas thing. Like it's a huge Texas thing. Like you're not like Dr. Pepper in Texas is like a thing, right? I didn't understand that.
Be. Yeah.
Like people are like, oh, it's only in Texas. Can you have Dr. Pepper? And I'm like, I had Dr. Pepper in Nebraska. Like, calm down, Texas.
Dang. So it's 8:54. Hey, you want to go ahead and bring let's bring Chevy on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, where's my cookie?
It's 2 servings, Kurt. It's the cookie's supposed to be 2 servings. You don't
breakfast
need to finish it.
And my second breakfast.
No, then you can't have an excuse to have second lunch. Does anybody else eat cookies for breakfast that's not Cookie Crisp? Cookie Crisp.
Are we doing both at first or?
Did you want to?
Whatever you want to do. It's your vibe. You know?
It's up to you.
Well, I don't care.
Okay, then yeah, come on.
If y'all just want to talk random, yeah.
We'll talk about whatever. There's not too much rhyme or reason that goes on here. If we're gonna be honest, this is the greatest morning show of all time.
Right.
Probably, yeah, the GOAT for sure.
Scoot in.
But we're excited to be able to share this morning with you, and we have some guests in studio. We got Chevy and Josh talking about some cool stuff that they have going on, and we want to help let you know about it. So the shirts that we're going to be giving away today are from them. So this is a new brand, something like a new idea. There's some really cool thoughts behind it, and I'm excited to see it grow.
Yes. Are we going? Are we waiting? Are we?
Dude, let's go. It don't even matter.
Well, we want to make sure that the vibe gets out.
Yeah.
To the people. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But no, for real. But yeah, I dig the fact you guys do like second breakfast and third lunch. It's very, very hobbity of you.
I'm like more of a second lunch guy.
You don't do second breakfast.
No.
I do second breakfast, second lunch, and maybe like
early
3
dinner
suppers.
That's good. I appreciate it.
3
not
suppers.
Let's go back to this haircutting fiasco. If
All right, I gotta go.
if it was, I'm gonna give shouts out to my man John, the baptized barber, John Hillenkamp, amazing dude. If it was anybody else in the world, I'd be like, Kurt, come on, bro, you're really breaking my heart. But John, y'all met John. What'd y'all think?
He's awesome. He's
Amazing.
a big guy, big dude.
Yes,
Beautiful
just coming
beard.
out of barber school, as am I. But he's so close to the end. He's about to be licensed and out in the world taking over barbering. So if that guy's listening or whatever.
How do you get that good beard? He has
John?
like a good beard,
Yeah.
like a beard.
Yeah.
It's like next level.
Yeah.
I could never grow that.
No, I get bald patches here on my cheeks.
Yeah.
So
Mine just grows down.
Right.
I've done it before. And it's just like,
But I mean, the fact is that you have a beard, and that does make you more of a man.
it does. That's what I feel. I feel good. So
Why do you keep leaving, Kurt? Don't be going nowhere.
So for me, I started with no shave November, and then I was just like, well, I'm just gonna. I mean, it's almost the end of the year. Just go for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Right.
I go ahead.
I actually kind of use Rogaine. A buddy of mine
Does it
told
help?
me about that.
Bro, that's the stuff you don't admit.
I know. I'm an open book.
Yeah.
Book. But
Just
yeah,
rub it in?
that makes a big difference. It took about 6
Performance
months.
enhancing beard product.
Yeah, there you go. You don't need it just for sports.
Would somebody like John look down on like if we used Rogaine on our faces? Like I
You're not
feel like
supposed
John,
to talk about it. That's the deal. In the bearding world, you don't talk about the Rogaine
Hey,
use.
Rogaine, they need to send you a check for talking about it. Thanks for the check.
we already get checks. I mean,
Right? They were going to. They were like, if all 4 of y'all had a beard, I don't know.
I use Rogaine on my beard.
You did?
Don't tell. Oh, just lost all our money.
Yeah. Well, hey,
So-
these tips and secrets though, they help.
Yeah.
Right.
I would use
And
it.
hey, if y'all really want to get down, I don't even know. Word on the street is I've never, even not even the Rogaine brand, but the off brand at like Walmart. There's like an off brand of Rogaine. Works on the beard growth.
Are they doing
Stimulates the
sponsorships?
product. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what it's called, but that's what
Sam's Choice.
I heard. Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
So,
Dr. Rogaine, like Dr. Thunder.
yeah. So how did you get talked into being tased?
I didn't get talked into it. I was basically voluntold.
He was He
I
volunteered
did not
himself.
volunteer. I was
Man, Anthony
voluntold. I
Macaluso.
was like,
Military
if
term.
you
If I know anything about Anthony Macaluso, that man probably would enjoy a good man being tased, and any
Yeah.
man being tased. So,
Yeah. Have you ever been tased?
I have
Either one of
never
you
been
ever
tased.
No.
The only people I know that have been tased have usually, either they
Oh.
deserve to be tased, or they were going through like officer training and they were
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we want you to see." So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I could probably make a few phone calls if you need some stories, Kurt.
Well, yeah. Well, we're gonna be at the arms room today. I'm excited
Are you
about
getting
it.
tased today?
Well, unless we hit
No.
5,000 today, but that's not the plan.
Make sure and empty your bladder before you try. You don't want
That's
to.
what we've
You don't want to
heard.
get more embarrassing.
That's what we've heard.
Yeah.
Susan said, "Just announce it."
I'm gonna have the
Susan,
adult diaper
That's good.
for sure.
are you wanting us to announce the Olympia Grill?
Yes.
We could pick that. Let's do it in 15 to 20 minutes. We'll talk and we'll take that.
I hadn't been there. I don't know. Are we on the air?
Olympia Grill? Yeah. Well, we're on our social media
Yeah, they're
streams.
on- they're like on
We're not on the
There's
FM,
no
but we got 30 seconds. We'll go on our FM as well. Introduce you guys and go and roll. Yeah.
Before
Russ,
we get fully on air, man, I just wanted to say appreciate y'all guys letting us on. Thank
course.
you. Very, bottom of my heart. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
yeah, no problem. 13 seconds. 12. Yo, everybody count with me.
Hey, I'm always up for group chants. Like anytime I'm in. Like,
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And we have Chevy and Josh in studio. Good morning, fellas. How's it going?
it is going amazing, Mr.
Great,
Josh.
great.
Thank you all for joining us today. We're going to be talking a little bit about everything. There's a lot of stuff going on. But first, we need y'all to kind of introduce like the brand. Y'all got some cool stuff going on. Let me know what the name is and then maybe a little bit behind it.
All right. So, if you guys don't know, I'm Chevy Chavaria. I hang out with these guys a lot. My name gets thrown around. Just a lot of people. It's weird, man. All these people that you are connected with, I'm somewhat connected with in some weird way. And so it's like this, the universe,
web,
just,
the
bringing
interweb.
all these people together for the good of mankind.
They just
I
made
like
that
to say.
cartoon about us.
That's true. That's true. I'm the one. And so, anyways, long story short, in the last few months, we're still at the very beginning stages of this brand launch. And it's more than just a brand to us.
Mhm.
And so my man, Josh Hernandez, came to me and said, God has really put this idea on my heart, and I really want to do something to reach people. So I'm going to kick it over him because he was like the brainchild of the beginning. He was the father of this idea, the birther of the idea of Tetelestai. So our brand is called Tetelestai. Like I just said, I'm going to kick it over to Josh. Go ahead, brother.
Tetelestai. Sounds good.
Tetelestai life. So, just kind of give you a little bit of quick background. It kind of hit me whenever, as I'm sure plenty of listeners right now, we were affected by Hurricane Harvey. Me and my family,
Yes.
we got 3 feet of water
Wow.
in our house. So it's pretty bad, but we went to Oklahoma to spend some time with some family while the storm was passing. So we get back, and as we're going through the house, I'm just seeing all the damage. I mean, it was intense. Stuff that was on the walls, most of it was on the floor just because the moisture was so bad. And the foundation was, the flooring was lifted up to where we could see the foundation. It was just really, really bad. We lost about 85% of what we got.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm going through the house, though, like I just had a sense of peace that everything was going to be okay. Like I couldn't even explain it. I just felt peace. And my thing is peace only comes from one place, and that's from God. That's it. You know what I mean? It doesn't come from your marriage, from your relationships, from your children, from your job, from your investments, your accounts, none of that. Peace comes from God, and that's it.
Especially peace. When you mention all that stuff, I think the Bible, it says like it passes all understanding. You know, there's that one piece that comes and it's like, hey, it doesn't make any sense. Why? I feel like it's going to be okay. Everything is stacked up against me. Everything was stacked up against, a lot of people.
Absolutely.
But, some people probably had that peace and other people were probably like, what am I going to do?
I love the idea there that I believe, that everything God does, he does for his glory, for his name to be raised. And so when the world or other people just see you, like, why aren't you freaking out? What is wrong with you? Like, why are you so? And they go, what is that?
Yeah.
I had people nonstop asking me at work where I was working at the time. They were like, dude, how are you not freaking out? Like you lost everything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And here you are playing around and smiling and joking around like you normally do. And I mean, just glory be to God. I mean, plain and simple.
That's cool.
But
one thing we saw was that there were people who, they lost almost everything, but they were, up with us or other places like volunteering, trying to help other people who needed help. They're like, hey, what am I going to do with that right now? I want to make sure that I get people water. There's baby supplies. We're going to unload these trucks and get it. And I'm like, wait, you're telling me your house is flooded right now and you're here helping, not even worried about it, but you want to make sure other people are taken care of. That's cool too.
If I'm correct, right? Well, okay. So Tetelestai, the heartbeat, and we're going to get a little more into that in a sec, was kind of, like I said, birthed in that Harvey situation. And if I'm not mistaken, KHE Radio was also birthed in that Harvey situation because you guys jumped on the air.
That's
right. So
correct.
it's like we're we're kindred spirits, if you will. But like, anyways, on that note, before we jump back to this, I just want to say I've been following you guys, hanging out with you guys, listening to you guys for, since around that time. And you guys are doing amazing.
Thank you.
Super proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Even Curt and all the craziness that he has to go through, simulate pains and
he's like,
getting tased.
Me?
But
Me?
mad props for everything you do for the show, Curt. No, man, you guys are doing awesome. You're killing it. I'm watching all these sponsors come through, and rightfully so, because you guys are doing something amazing in a community. And I'm like watching, like I said, all these people that I kind of know and I'm kind of in communion with in one way or another. They're like, oh, I'm doing this thing with KGA. And I'm like, it's awesome. And you're just watching this community. One, be super excited about itself. And I feel like anything that's south to Houston, you didn't always see that. It was always like, we're this, we're in between here in Galveston, And now I see a community really rising up and being like, no, this is ours. This is us.
Yeah,
we want to see change, you know?
We're happy to be a part of it, you know, for sure. And we've met so many people who are doing cool things. And then, like you said, to see like, hey, well, they know that person, you know, oh, wow, they know Chevy. You were neighbors with the mayor of Santa Fe. You know, we had him in and we're like halfway grilling him about, so like, what went down with Chevy?
We were kids. Some stories not for the air.
You know, he is coming on Friday on our share-a-thon.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to say anything to the mayor?
We'll relay the message.
We'll record this and play it back for him.
No.
You could do like a reality of wrestling style promo, and it's just going to come up on the screens. The lights drop, like smoke comes out.
He's, he has power, and I don't know what kind of secret service the mayor of Santa Fe has, so I can't say one.
It's like, my God, that's Chevy's music.
I just want glass to break before anything, like Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's all I want.
Oh man.
So now that we went on that rant, Josh, Tetelestai, where this whole word and the name and the design and everything we'll kind of get into, but we're gonna start with Tetelestai and with the name.
So as I'm walking through the house, you know, like I said, I had just a sense of peace. I couldn't even explain it. You know what I mean? And we talked about where, you know, I believe where peace does come from. And at the same time as I'm feeling that sense of peace, I'm going through some of the rooms. And it's almost just about every room I went into, the word Tetelestai kept coming to my heart and to my mind. And I was thinking, like man, that's kind of odd. Like a lot of people haven't heard of the word Tetelestai, but Tetelestai is the last word that Christ spoke on the cross. But we see it as in the Bible it is finished.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people know it is finished. But then, you know, you get those preachers and whatnot that try to go a little more in depth, and they use the word Tetelestai.
Yeah.
They link them together because they are kind of the same thing. But
well, I honestly can say I've never heard of the phrase till Chevy told me. He was like, you know the story and you know how it went down, and you know he gave up the ghost. He's on the cross, and it is finished. But to that's powerful. And then if somebody sees your shirt, they see your logo, and they ask you,
get it in there.
What does that mean?
Reppin'.
Like, how do you say that? And that's an opportunity for you to share
Open up and
a
witness.
story with them.
It's really for readers, people who can.
People who can read.
Yeah. I just want to say that Curt doesn't care about our logo. We try to put a sticker somewhere, and he denied my sticker placage.
Listen, I gotta protect the $10 million desk here.
So look, just because
That
you're
has,
getting
like-
tased next week
That has like
doesn't mean you got to take it out on me, Curt.
bang ring circles all over it.
Right.
Yeah.
I say you just do it when I'm not looking, and then if like
We are.
Scott Pearson walks through and sees it, I could be like, I don't know.
That's why I use a koozie. You know, you don't leave those little annoying.
Oh,
rings.
I like that. Ooh, I like that Texas Chronicle plug.
I got my.
You know what?
my
I've
boy
never
Joe.
met Joe Perez, right? His last name's Perez.
Yeah, Joe Perez.
I've never met him or shook his hand, but I think he's amazing. So
He
if
is, yeah,
you're
he's
out there
pretty cool.
listening, Joe Perez, I want to be your best
Shout out Joe.
friend.
So Joe's going to help us co-host the first half of our show. I think he's going to be here from like 8 or 8:30 to 12:30.
Sherathon?
Yeah, on Friday.
Okay.
On Friday. So he'll be here helping us out. And he also, here's the coolest thing. Joe said any business that donates $1,000 to KHEA radio, he'll do a Texas Chronicle spotlight on
I
him.
saw that. And I did see his son, I guess it's the son, I don't know. Eli in front of the
Hulk.
at Toxic City Comics, which always has a special place
Yeah.
because I helped launch
He's
Toxic City for the first year, and so I saw it and I was like, man, I think me and Joe are secretly best friends. We've just never met.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Eli's cool too. So we were at that event for Chef Mary Bass. Chef's Table Charities had an event on Sunday in the afternoon. And anytime it was at Mall of the Mainland, like right there in the
Yeah, I
forest,
heard
so right
about
at
that.
Toxic
Yeah, I
City.
saw that.
So I go to Cinemark. I got to get a large popcorn. If I'm going to be that close to the movies, sometimes
no
not-
movie.
I don't need to see a movie.
right. I just want to pay a lot for popcorn.
Yeah, I'm just going to pay. I mean, but it's the best. I don't know what
Bro,
it is.
There's a difference.
You're
There's a
preaching to the
difference.
choir. You're preaching to the choir.
What about the Crackle Barrel like sugar cookie coated?
Get that mess out of here.
I literally
It's
got in
not
my
theater
car.
popcorn.
I went to the gas station over here, and I was like, you know what? Gardy deserves something.
It's still
So
in
I
the
got
trash.
him the Cracker Jacks that had like sugar cookie coating, like the Christmas edition.
Why don't you just go? You're down the road from the movie theater.
And so I
Do you
walked
love
out.
Gardy or do you not
I
love
walked
Gardy,
out,
Curt?
and he threw it out the window. He's like, I don't eat that. And I was like,
No, I didn't throw it. I said, do you not know me at all?
Right, that's perfect. My wife, like, she's like, do you really, every time we go to the movies, do you really need popcorn? As I'm in line, I'm like, no, I don't, but I don't leave the line. Like, it's happening, whether I need it or not, or I even want it. Like, we're getting movie theater popcorn. It's part of the experience.
Yeah.
Tetelestai, Josh.
So yeah, I don't even remember what was it. Okay,
You-
yeah.
yeah.
So the word kept coming to my heart to Telestai, and I'm trying to think like, man, I've heard it preached in the salvation manner, you know what I mean? The word to Telestai and how, Christ's love for us and all that stuff. And I mean, that's the best message we could hear. I mean, there's no other sermon or anything, any message that we can hear more than, Christ died on the cross for our sins. But it didn't really make sense. Like, why is it that a salvation message is kind of coming to my heart in the midst of all this craziness, And so fast forward, we get back in the house a month later. That's a testimony within itself. Fully finished with the insurance in 3 months. Like, it's behind us.
There's some people probably still doing
exactly.
that stuff, right?
So like I said, man, it's a blessing within itself. It's a testimony within itself that we got in so quick and back to normal. But as things are wrapped up with that chapter's over, the word to Telestai keeps coming to my mind, and God's putting it on my heart again. And I'm just like, man, what is up? You know what I mean? And it was just thick. He's putting it on me thick. So I started doing a little bit more research into the word, and more than just someone preaching it to me. I took it upon myself to really start to study into it and just research it. And I start to realize that there's so many different applications for this word, and there's so many different meanings to this word. So it's not just a salvation word or a word saying that it is finished, as we read in our Bible, English Bibles, that it's multiple uses, man. I mean, we could go on for 2 hours talking about the various meanings.
Throw out a few though.
Okay, so the one that really hit home to me and kind of was like the light bulb in my head was one of the applications was during ancient battlefields or ancient wars and things like that. They would use tetelestai whenever they were carrying out a mission or objective, and they got victory.
It's complete.
They would use the word tetelestai in a victorious manner. They would do it in a war cry. Even it's believed that one-on-one battles, they would claim tetelestai once their opponent had fell.
I'm trying to think of something that would be like a modern day, like even slang, like you got served. I'm not, maybe not modern day, but I'm just saying.
Did you just compare ancient Roman battles to dance battles of today?
Yes.
That's good.
But no, that's the first thing that came to mind. Like, hey,
I have been working on my popping and locking. So
like mic drop,
I'm ready.
boom.
Right.
It's finished. Like, mic drop. It's done. Like, what else needs to be said? It's victory. It's complete.
Right.
And I have nothing else to say. Like, peace out.
My favorite one is you were talking about like the debt collectors.
Well, let me finish up on that real quick though. But for sure we'll hit that. That's a good one. So I had that whenever I read that, the victorious meaning, you know what I mean? Like how they would say it in a victorious manner, it was like, man, like God was giving it to me in a sense, like you're going to have victory over this. So even though it may seem terrible and things, you don't know how you're going to kind of come back from this, with everything that we had lost. But at the same time, along with that peace, he was giving me a word and telling me you're going to have victory. You're not going to be a victor or a victim, but you're going to be a victor. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like, that's the thing I love about this message. And there's so many different messages, but it's that we're victors in this life and not victims. No matter what we're going up against, no matter what we're going through, no matter what. I mean, God's given us the victory in everything. All things work for the greater good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. Plain and simple. You know what I mean?
Something interesting. It just happened a couple days ago because we were talking about Harvey and how everything almost just started clicking. 3 months, the insurance, everything worked out. You had the peace. Not everybody has that, but there are still people that are still recovering from
1,000%.
Harvey and trying to get everything back. And it's the further we get away from it, it's easy to forget that there's people that still don't have floors, or there's people that still don't have furniture. There's people that don't have a house, maybe they live with family.
My 40-hour a week job.
Yeah.
Besides the barbering and photography, the videography, and all the stuff I do, I work at a bank, and every single day I come across somebody that's like, "Oh, we're still not back in our house," and it's been a year, and I'm like, we were in the same boat. Like, our house had 3 foot of water in it, and you talk about that sense of peace. Like, for me, Harvey was like a blessing, and I've really always tried to, and for sure, some days just been horrible at it. Falling on my face, been a guy who pours into the world around him. I'm very believer in reaping and sowing, and what you give out, what you feed will grow, what you starve will die. That's kind of always been my thing. And so I really try to pour a lot of love into the world. And maybe one day, hey, I'll see it back. And when Harvey happened, 3 foot of water, I'm not Mr. Fix-It guy. I'm not, let's grab a hammer and rip these sheetrock. It's not me. Like, I'm just not geared that way.
Cut some drywall.
Yeah. And so literally, man, I put out something on Facebook. Hey, everybody that wants to everybody said, hey, if you need anything, I'm like, here's me needing something.
Yeah.
If you want
I need help.
Yeah. If you want to come help me, just, I figured 2-3 guys show up. 40 people showed up at my house.
Wow.
And this is where this testimony of really just the way you treat people matters, the way you love people matters. I had, I laugh because you guys are always talking. I hear my name dropped on this radio show a lot of anything random. I know Chef Mary Bass. I know those wrestler guys. I know just random like worlds that shouldn't all be combined.
We dropped your name?
I don't know.
I tapped him. I'm like, wait, we drop your name on the radio?
You don't have to ask permission to talk. You don't have to like tap me on the shoulder.
I was
you
just
can
tapping you to say like, hey, we drop his name.
But I've heard, Kurt, just because I'm
Sarah's like, keep my name out your mouth.
No.
Only when we cheat on. Oh wait.
Hey, John the Baptized Barber. I'm okay with it. He's amazing. And so anyway, so all these people showed up at our house, and it was like, again, people from the wrestling world, people from when I was a youth director, people from church, people from when I was in a punk rock band, people from comic cons, like just random worlds that shouldn't combine, all showed up at my house, and they're all looking at each other like, huh. And it was, to me, it was like this perfect snapshot of just pouring love in the world in that moment of need, seeing all these different walks of life kind of come in. And it was like there's so many people there that they were like, hey, since you have a lot of people, can we go help your neighbors? We're like, go. Like the whole little neighborhood got affected. So,
yeah, community coming together, and you're sharing Tetelestai, the brand. It is finished, like, being birthed out of Harvey, and then what was the journey to get it to where it is today, and like what's the idea, what's the plan?
So Josh calls me and says, bro, I don't know if he really said that, but it might have been. He's like, I have this word in my heart. I don't know what to do with it. My whole thing is I do 50,000 things, especially right now. I'm going to barber school. I work 40 hours at a bank. I do photography work. I have 4 kids, which that's a whole nother, I have 4 sons. And so I have no extra time. And if it was anybody else in the world, I'd have been like, sorry, bro, but me and actually this guy have been connected for years. His older sister, I knew him when he's like a little kid. How old are you?
28.
Okay, so I'm 35. So he was like, when I'm, a teenager, 17, 18, he's like, oh, who's that kid over there? Now he's a grown man, His older sister grew up with my wife. And so he comes to me and I'm like,
my god sister.
Yeah. And so, anyways, he calls me and says, man, I have this idea. I want to do something. He doesn't know what. He's like a brand or whatever. I don't know, but I just really feel like this message needs to get out. So I hear it and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then God starts really working on me. And for me, like, I always want to be a part of something that really, like I said, glorifies his name. Tetelestai is this moment. It is finished, right?
Yeah.
So Jesus is hanging on the cross. So the entire Old Testament prophesies of this moment, and the entire New Testament all points back to this moment. So for me, this is like the single greatest, most important moment of everything that I believe. You know what I'm saying? And so if I can help people look at this moment and realize how loved they are, no matter how far they fall, no matter where they go, no matter how much weight of the world they have on their shoulders, it's never going to be bigger than the love of Christ. It's never going to be bigger. And so I was all about the t-shirts, man. I said, yeah, throw that out there and we'll tell you about the logo a little bit. Josh says, let's do some t-shirts. He's like, I'm going to do some stickers. And I'm like, stickers are cool, but the t-shirts are where it's at. And now that we've produced this product, these stickers for me, or you put them somewhere. Oh, look at that. On the taco.
There it is.
You put it somewhere where
nice taco.
It's
finish that taco.
It's
it just got so much better. The value went from $150 to $151.
I like that. The idea is to put this logo somewhere. The stickers kind of jumped out at me. Josh totally convinced me about the stickers because I want it to be a constant reminder of people understanding how loved they are.
And that's really where it started, was the sticker thing. So after all that was going on, like I was going to create a sticker for myself, Tetelestai. Just, it wasn't going to be like that. I was just going to say Tetelestai on it. I was going to put it on my truck. And it was just going to be a constant reminder for me as I'm going to my vehicle every morning, that I'm a victor in this life and not a victim. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what's going on, no matter what situation,
God already has.
That it's done. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of where it started, was just that. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this for myself, why would I not point this out there or give this out there for other people? You know what I mean? If this is such an inspirational word for me, you know what I mean? Like,
it can help inspire others.
Exactly. Like and to be honest with you, like I said, there's so much depth to this word. We're just barely scraping the surface, really.
If that logo, if you want to put the logo kind of in the screen for me, if they can't see it. So the idea there, okay, once we started designing the logo, we're like, hey, let's put it in parentheses. One, if you just see the word without the breaks in American culture, like to what, and nobody can pronounce it. So I said, hey, when we're designing this logo, let's break it up. Let's put it in parentheses, because when you see parentheses, that usually means, hey, there's a meaning.
You're explaining something.
You're about to, you see the explanation of this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So on the shirts, there's parentheses. And the idea is when you wear that shirt, we want people to go, hey, what is that?
Yeah.
And then you get to go, oh, it's the last words that Jesus
plus
spoke.
tell plus
And
S
so-
plus take.
See, a lot of people
Right.
think those are plus signs, but they're not. I mean, that's a whole different.
And so when you look at that, there's
What are they?
They're, in theory,
Stop, I just got it perfect.
Oh.
Kurt.
in theory, the
Perfect
crosses,
angle.
right? So there's 3 crosses to remind you of
paints a picture of Calvary.
you know, a picture of Calvary.
Oh,
So instead
I
of
see
using
it
dots,
now.
we use crosses, and they're not really crosses. They're the Hebrew letter Tav, right? I say that right.
Yeah.
Tav, the Omega. It's like the end of their alphabet. It's to understand completion. Like again, it goes back to it's already done, and God's already taken care of
So
it.
like we see Alpha and Omega, you know what I mean, in the Bible. In the original Hebrew context, it's I am the Aleph, I am the Tav, I'm the beginning, I'm the end. So that's the end. It's kind of like X marks the spot. You know what I mean? It's kind of poetic within
It
itself.
makes sense.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Pretty
So
cool.
they're not just pluses, Kurt.
So we
Way to
got
bring our logo down.
Chrissy said the logo's designed by Webfoot Media. So shout out to them.
on this stream right now, it looks like it's like digitized or something like
It does.
this
It looks
late-
cool. It's
it
the
looks-
sticker. It's the material or something. But it looks like it was edited in. Like, you know, we're hoping to get lower thirds and graphics and stuff whenever we make our
Like
upgrades.
if you go like this,
You thought it would go behind it, like
yeah.
I'm running my hand in front of it right now, but
I'm
it's still. Anyway, hey, so right now it's 9:21. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. We are going to be giving away this $50 gift card to Olympia Grill. Have either one of y'all been to Olympia Grill?
I haven't,
I have
but,
not.
but my man Gary Noble, we used to hang out at other restaurants together.
Yeah,
He's managing
Gary.
over there.
He was on the stream yesterday. I think I had mentioned that to you.
Yeah.
We had Vincent Miranda in studio. He is one of the gentlemen there that's helping launch this new one here at 646. They got 2 locations on the island. Came in and we had a great time hanging out with him. And he knows a lot of people that come in a new location. You meet a lot of people in the city. So it's like, oh, you know them, yeah. So it was pretty cool. We saw him at a ribbon cutting the other day.
Yeah, I'm really excited to give away this gift card to Olympia Grill, and
Who wants it?
we got tons of people who are sitting here like, give it away now.
I know they want it now. I don't know. Let's do it. Okay, so it's 9:22. Let's take a quick break. We'll play some songs. If you're listening on 99.5 FM, if you want to hang out with us behind the scenes, see what's really going on in the studio. Check out the logo for Tatelis Sty. It's hanging out on the taco right now. Make sure that you go to KHEA Radio on Facebook. You can also hang out with us, KHEA Radio, on our YouTube page. Go to KHEARadio.com, click the donate button, become a sponsor, become a partner with us. We're trying to make some upgrades. We're having a huge show on Friday. I'm stoked about it. It's going to be awesome. This is Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11.
How do you want to give away the gift card? Do you want me to pick a winner now or wait?
Let's wait till 9:30. So if somebody, for whatever reason, hasn't shared it yet, they can.
My wife was going to try to come
Can
in.
they hear us?
Olympia.
Yeah, they can hear. We're on Facebook Live.
Real. Yeah, so Olympia Grill is
That's not Drew.
I've been there to the new location one time. I've been to the Galveston Pier 21 before. But
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
hey, Christina. Hey, your name's Christina Wells. So we know a singer named Christina Wells who's come on our show before. She said, I'm glad I stumbled on this. Olympia Grill is bomb. Excellent service and food. Yeah, they are. It's a good place. And yeah, we support local restaurants, local business, people doing cool things. Maybe, Christina, you have something going on. You could come hang out with us. Let us know. Or you know somebody who has some cool stuff, doing something positive. That's what we're about here. So the other day, we were talking about Harvey, right? Furniture Zone, one of our partners here at the radio station, opened up nominations. Like, hey, if you know somebody who can use a house full of furniture for whatever reason, feel free to nominate them. So
Absolutely, yeah.
we went over there on Monday,
Yep.
Monday, and they had no idea that they had won or anything. You know, knocked on a door, said, "Back the truck up. We got furniture for your entire house."
Oh, bro, I saw that. I'm going to talk to y'all about that.
Yeah, that was really cool to be a part of. She was like, "Are you serious?" Like, oh my gosh. And so we had
didn't
to
understand it. I think it took her like 20 minutes to realize, like, no, we're giving you an entire house full of furniture. And she was like,
How did this person get chosen? Was it a contest?
Nomination.
So one of her
beautiful.
friends nominated her to win it. So she didn't even know about it. Didn't know
awesome.
about the contest and walked away with an entire house full of furniture.
I saw. I didn't watch I saw y'all like going and y'all have footage of the whole reaction and all that.
So we only got footage of what we got on Facebook Live, and then there was another part that I took a small video portion of, and then as soon as we stopped filming, like the shock, I don't know if, yeah.
For y'all, how did it make y'all feel to be a part of something like that?
Awesome. I mean, it's good. That's the kind of stuff we want to be a part of, and
Right.
we want to do more, and those are the kind of partners that we want. Stephanie from Furniture Zone has like after Harvey so much, as much as you can,
without
to try and give back
Yeah.
and give back and give back. And then this was really cool because that family they had lost everything, in Harvey. And they literally didn't have any furniture, in the house. And there was they had a couple of boys, one, a little bit younger. The other one, he was probably about like almost 2 or maybe 2.5 or 3. He was like, they're like, hey, you have a bed, He's like, I have a bed, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it was just like
Pulling the
said,
heartstrings for sure.
I get a bed, and she was like, yeah. He was like, which one is it? Just like
He's like, I want the big one.
and it instantly, like, I was like, oh, I wish I could have caught that on camera because that's a memory.
Yeah.
Even if nobody else sees it,
Right.
that's a memory that they could keep, for forever. And it was really.
That's the part,
It was
dude. That's
awesome.
the part that makes me proud of you guys. Like, just again, what y'all do? Y'all just connected some people. You're a part of this thing. Y'all help Furniture Zone kind of get their name out there and blah blah. But I'm saying, like, just the simplest of things like that. Like, people are like, "What do you do?" If I do anything for whatever, it's like I want to be a people connector. If I can't provide money, if I can't provide this, if I can't, I want to say, "Hey, let me introduce you to this person," because whatever this connection is, will make the world a better place, man.
We had, was it Clausen? What
Yes.
was your friend?
Stephanie.
Stephanie. Yeah, we're Facebook friends now, but you had introduced us to her.
Yeah.
And so she came on our
She's
show,
awesome.
and we appreciate, that kind of stuff.
I
to
mean,
try
her
and help.
husband Kurt is way cooler than her, so I hope she's listening.
Uh-oh.
And but because he always gets for. It's funny because we hang out, like me and my wife,
Yeah.
wife, and me and her have similar personalities where it's super like strong and in your face, and then Kirk and my wife are kind of more laid back, and
Yeah.
so we always laugh about that. And so I got to give Kirk some props out there. He's my man.
Oh, thank you.
So you're Kurt. He is a Kirk.
But sometimes he gets
I
called
get
Kirk.
called Kirk.
He receives it if it's good. He's like, oh, I received
Sometimes
that.
that is me.
Yeah,
sometimes
I'll take it.
sometimes Kurt Casper, sometimes Kurt Saunders.
What's the Casper thing? I've been meaning to ask you. Is that like your middle name?
That's my last name.
Your last name.
That's legit my last
That's a
name.
pretty cool last name.
Casper.
I
the
mean-
best night's sleep of your life.
Right.
Oh wait, get a Casper.
Mhm.
Casper mattresses. I'm sponsored by them.
Are you?
My
I don't
last
know what
name
that
is. You
I
never
thought
heard
it
of
was
Casper the mattresses?
No.
For the
Best
ghost.
night's sleep of your
I've
life.
heard of the ghost.
Yeah, the ghost is a lot more popular.
Yeah, the ghost is a lot.
If you're gonna sponsor anything,
He's kinda
Casper,
stealing the sh-
friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost.
What did
you
they-
know.
all day. That's
What did
They
they
used
call
to
you?
call me Casper, the fattest ghost. And I'm like, you guys. I'm like in third grade
Speaking
running
of,
home. Mommy, they
speaking
call
of
me
fat,
again."
this is a good leeway.
Go
Our
soft.
friend Anthony Macaluso from the Arms Room just texted me and said, "Hey man, the camera looks like it adds 438 pounds to you." Way to go! Thanks, bud.
Positive reinforcement.
Hey, did you see that?
Which part?
The one about the video?
Well, I'm asking if she can email it to us, khea@khearadio.com. Yeah, if y'all ever want to share anything with us or just email us. It's khea@khearadio.com. So I see Christina. She says she works for a nonprofit. They have a free clinic, food pantry, rent, utility assistance. I can go on, transportation, case management. We definitely would love to get the word out. Check us out on Facebook. We can send us a message or you email us, khea@khearadio.com. It'll be easier for us to keep track of that comment because sometimes it's interesting to see how it's grown. It's like whenever we first started doing videos, it's like, oh, you got 50 views and 40 comments, and now it's just like, hey, you got 3,000 views and 600 comments. We're like, how did that even happen?
Yesterday,
It's only been like a month, right? It hasn't been like the difference.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's
for difference in what?
how
Like-
things have gone like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no,
just
it's been probably since about July.
Hey, Brian Rivera?
Mhm.
Yeah, so Brian just got on, but his son, he was doing some really cool stuff. They're raising money for MD
Right.
Anderson.
Yeah,
You know,
both
right?
They're here, both of them.
And why am I getting a call? I think that was an accident. But so
Right,
he
it's
made a video where he was like, he donated $10. So that was our first money towards our fundraising.
That's awesome.
He's like, Mr. Curt and Gardy, I would like to donate $10.
He said Mr. Curt and then just Gardy. So
That's
put
exactly
the
what I just said. I said,
put the respect on the. I got the Mr.
Put
Curt.
some respect on it.
Put some respect on the fact that I got more respect than you in that video. Just say, just say.
Okay, so he said like Mr. Curt and Gardy, which is what I said the first time because he did say that. He was like, I'd like to donate $10 for what you'll have going on, and
That's
I thought that
awesome.
was really cool.
Like Braden's just a whole nother world, bro.
I saw him playing the piano. They're like, he got a
Oh.
piano, and he's over there like already figuring out playing
Right.
some Christmas music.
Yeah, I heard
Kids
he
are
lit,
awesome.
I heard he lit it on fire and played it like Jerry Lee Lewis. That's what I heard.
Speed up on the counter, like
Yeah, that's word on the street. But no, Braden's amazing. The whole family, man. And I'm just gonna put my boy over. I mean, Brian Rivera. I mean, they just adopted a baby, and after everything they've been through with the wife and then overcoming cancer and that baby, I got to hold that baby the other day. It was giving me baby fever, but I have 4 boys. So I had to give it back real quick.
Brian
You
said
know?
they said we need a haircut this week.
See,
And Brittany Green, yes, it is a minute. Well, it depends because if there was it's a miniature pinata, but it's a normal size taco. Like this is how I want my taco. This is how I want my tacos to be, like this big, right?
There's a graphic. Why are you holding?
and you
Magic,
see, look
Kurt.
right there on right. It would have gone good on that desk right there.
But I mean, it's not right there. It's not
if
touching the
I
desk.
own the desk,
Ashley
it
asks,
might be a different story.
is the taco pinata up for grabs? We've been offered $120. That's the most that we've been offered.
151 now.
What's the price of that taco? What kind of
Priceless.
donation? If somebody gave you $1,000, would you give up that taco?
It would make me think about it.
How many other taco
Signed,
pinatas? did we
assigned Gardy and Curt the Corn Casper.
Kurt,
Taco.
see, that would make the value would go down
On Gardy and Curt.
if I signed my name on there.
The longer you hold off from selling it, the more the price will go
Yeah,
up.
people
Who's
are
to say
hungry right
5 years down the
Can you-
road. Somebody's like, you know what? Here's 5
I've been
grand. Just
seeing
take it.
someone's house a shadow box with that taco inside,
Like a case.
like on a mantle. You know what I'm
An
saying?
old man sitting in the rocking chair like 30 years from now. He goes, I remember when KHEA radio existed.
Brittany said that's about the size of an Olympia Euro.
There you go.
This
Look
right
at
here?
them.
That's a pretty big year.
Pushing that Olympia grill.
Well, check out Olympia Grill. So Vincent, he had tagged me in a video last night. I guess it was Jimmy Fallon and like Luke Bryan, like the country singer. Is it Luke Bryan?
Yeah.
They had made a song because
I say that.
I
I
asked
don't know. I've
him.
heard that
Supposedly
name.
country.
Yeah.
I said, "Is it Gyro, Gyro, Giro, Euro?" And he was like, "There's a song that they SNL or Jimmy Fallon's show made about that."
Yeah.
So,
But-
it was a catchy song, like a country song. Like how do you pronounce it? He said it's. I believe if I'm saying it right, and remember Euro.
Okay. Yeah. I think I've heard that. But back to this charity taco here. What's the price on it, man? You just throw it out
Well,
there.
for $120, I couldn't part.
But
Somebody-
$1,000.
I would have to think about it.
That's
He's like, no,
$1,000.
but if it's
Don't even say that. Don't even say that. Don't even admit it.
$1,000 to KHE Radio for the taco to hang in your house.
We're like, hey, you can either have a video from Joe Perez and make your business go coconuts, where you're gonna, it's gonna, you earn your money back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or the pinata. They're like, we want the pinata.
right, 1,000%.
We won't make any money from it, but I just want to have it.
But
Spin it at my
They're
house.
giving listener supported to KHE Radio. They're giving, you guys are pouring so much back into the community that it's like you're giving $1,000 to make the world around you a better place.
Yes.
And on top of that, you get to come home with the not just a, but the pinata taco of KHE Radio. I'm just saying you should
That's
make it a thing.
Man, yeah, we'll see.
Kurt,
Are you kidding? That's
thoughts?
we have a winner. It's 9:33. We have a winner of the Olympia.
I say we wait
gift card.
just a little bit longer.
Ooh,
I
the
saw them. I
suspense.
saw them on here. I will say this: the person we picked a winner for the Olympia Grill gift card, and it has their name on there. But they're actually watching the stream right now. I love when that happens.
And then our giveaways, don't forget about it.
And then we also are giving away. So we've had people texting in for shirts.
Just remind them to go like our Facebook page. I know Kurt jumped the gun. He was like, I don't want your sticker. I don't want your page to succeed. I don't want your haircut.
You're tagged in the
Are we-
post.
I thought we were best friends.
You're
Kurt. Are we
tagged
enemies?
in this video.
Are we enemies? Did
I
I,
see
not
where you
know
stand.
this?
I see where you stand.
You're tagged in this video.
That's good.
Hey,
So
Ashley
go
says
like
she
their
would
page.
hang the taco from the rear view mirror. She said, "Move over, dice.
There
Get
you
those
go.
dice out of here." Taco
Boom.
pinata.
$1,000. Your car can go to a whole new level.
You know what? If we had like
I'm like making stuff up. I
We
have
have
nothing to
shirts,
do with
KHEA radio shirts, and then but if we had pinatas that we had, and that was part of like if it said like a KHEA branded pinata, and someone could for a donation get one on our website.
You should
And you put it on your mirror in your car.
Yeah, you should get a sticker with the taco on it and the KHEA. Like I think you could sell
idea.
like a sticker or even a shirt, like a KHEA radio, like for the people on the real inside, not just what I'm saying, people actually listeners. The taco
They'll
shirt,
know.
bro. I think it would make waves.
Anthony said, "Tell Chevy I need a shirt to wear on Friday whenever he's up here with us with the taser."
Okay. Ooh, we can make that happen.
So we got
I know
26
he's making
seconds.
fun of my weight. I don't know if we have one that big, but well,
He's losing weight,
I know,
man.
he is.
He's looking good.
he's looking great.
I saw him last night.
I'm waiting for his head to catch up with his body weight loss, and I'm just kidding, buddy.
You just hit a too close to home for Kurt.
How dare you? How dare
I wasn't
you?
even talking about you.
We
this
are
time, Kurt.
enemies.
Don't
of
say that.
love.
That breaks my heart. Don't say that ever, Kurt.
Wow.
Enemies.
I thought we were
of
supposed to get an
love.
apartment together.
Yeah, what happened with that?
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for my December rent.
we were on a group text, and I quoted a line from Anchorman. When this whole thing blows over, we should get an apartment together,
Yeah,
joking
yeah.
around. And Gardy and Curt both come to me like, "What are you talking about, man?" And Curt was like, "Are we serious? We doing this?" Like, so
He got an apartment. It has 2 bedrooms and it has an open room.
yeah, I'm a great
I
roommate.
do. I mean, I'm waiting for your rent.
I hear you.
It's $425.
I just need a spot to go when my kids are being way crazy.
He's like worth $425 a month.
You're not even at work. I'm going.
Plus
I gotta
free
go.
cable.
I think you should get a really
have a
like just
cat.
odd roommate and set up cameras in your house, and then have a reality show, Kurt. Like something.
Whenever we get our new equipment, we could set up reality show style because we'll have our HD cameras and stands and
I,
Like the
I,
real
I
world
feel
type
like
deal.
sometimes my
With Kurt the
life
Caster.
is what is that? The Truman Show, right?
Like yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like I used to like when things were going like really crazy in my life. I'm like, where are the cameras?
right.
This is not real life. Like, how is this happening? Like, what?
What would you do? You come home after a long, hard day of speaking into microphones, filming videos. Your roommate, whoever it may be, is wearing nothing down to the underwear but your hot dog suit.
I would lose it. I would lose it.
I
mean,
like,
I feel like that's just as bad as
Laundry
walking
day,
in
so I
on
can
on what I walked in on with my ex-wife. I almost feel that would be just as bad.
Whoa!
Did she have your hot dog suit on too?
It's something.
Whoa! It's got real.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to go that route.
How dare you bring up bad memories? How dare you?
Where do we go from here?
I don't know.
Mic
So
drop.
back to Telestai and the love of Jesus.
By the way, we have like 12 people who have texted that they wanted a shirt.
Beautiful.
So
You're on edge. I'm
I
kind
know.
of scared.
I know.
you're bringing up bad
I know.
memories
Was
of a hot dog suit and someone in underwear.
First
When
time I ever
Kurt's-
met Kurt, he went off on everybody.
I know.
Kurt's gonna start training for his amateur boxing, and I was open to fighting him, but now I'm not after I see this side. I
was
don't
gonna
know.
say, man, if you need a guest referee for that, I don't know nothing about boxing, but I'm down with wearing a
That's
referee
what I
shirt.
need. I told Kurt I wouldn't train. Yeah, you train for 6 months. I won't even train at all. I actually stop. Like I'm doing some physical activity. I won't do anything.
That's awesome.
Like and then I'll take
if
that.
you're
fight.
going against each other. But the only thing I asked, like in lucha wrestling, sometimes the referees get over more than the wrestlers, so they have their own like entrance music.
That's all I
and they
want.
come out. Yeah, I just want to come out. And be, glass
Oh
breaking.
God, that's Chevy's music.
Yeah, maybe.
Would it be weird if mine was the hot diggity dog, and I come out
No,
in my
there's no other thing
perfect.
you should do.
and
Yeah,
then like you're bouncing,
right.
jumping in my hot dog.
And then I come out and it's like making my way downtown. That's my theme music. Like,
Would you come out in your barber like you when you were
Well,
on reality
no, it'd be a
wrestling?
ref. I have to wear a ref shirt. You know,
Well, you could have it on
If I'm a
underneath
ref.
the
That's
apron
true,
and
and then
the
rip
stuff.
off the apron. I like that.
You know, I've watched that video of the dude getting his man bun
Yes,
clipped a couple
Kiefer
times, right?
Bartek
And the thing that bugs me the most is there's one strand that
just hung.
hung, and he was like has it down, and I see it fall, and I'm like, okay, I know
Hey,
they saw that.
Side note: I didn't cut that.
I know you didn't.
I didn't.
You
I
did
just
not
held
cut
it.
that.
I just held
That was
it.
Cameron
That
Cole.
was Cameron Cole.
Yeah, so he cut
Amazing
it.
tag team. Cameron Cole's hot right now, man. He's on fire in the wrestling world. Like I see him jumping all over the place.
The cool.
Kiefer Bartek, I think it's called New Texas Pro out of Abilene, Texas. So he's still wrestling for Booker
He
T.
started his
but-
own promotion.
but started his own promotion, which
We-
is a whole nother level.
We
of,
followed
you
him,
know,
his personal and his
Yeah.
his wrestling promotion on our Instagram.
and I know my man Steven Roberts, who also, I cut his hair, but he's just a great dude. Is doing a lot of work with him behind the scenes, and Kiefer, all those guys, man, they're doing some awesome stuff. If you're in the
So
whole
this,
wrestling
is he from Abilene or live in Abilene?
Yes.
Okay, because I would love to have him
and
on.
I think a gentleman named Brock Baker is
Brock
another
Baker.
local wrestler and from Houston. Well, they're both from that town. And so I think they kind of got together and
Start a promotion.
brought it in. And from what I hear, it's a big deal because Abilene was kind of a dry wrestling town, and now they're like turning those fires back up.
Valerie wants to know what's in the pink can. So it's a roller derby koozie. Southside Girls roller derby. We had them in.
Have you ever been to a roller derby match?
I have one time.
It's amazing.
When I lived in Houston. So we got 18 seconds. We can go back on.
All right.
And we'll be giving away the gift card. I will say the person who has won this Olympia Grill $50 gift card is on the stream. I've seen them talking, so it could be you. I love when it happens like that. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We got Chevy, we got Josh in studio, we got Telestai hanging out with us today. We're talking about everything. Actually, during the break, we were just talking about wrestling and Chevy's entrance music and how he made his reality wrestling debut, which is amazing. I'm pretty
fun.
jealous.
I was super just excited to be a part of what those guys do. I love what they do.
You were in a promo video. You were in the actual
main
event.
I'm just a dude from the crowd. I'm a fan who just happens to love wrestlers and what they do and the idea of the storytelling aspect, and like you have to be a storyteller, an actor, an athlete. You have to not shake in front of crowds.
Yeah.
You know, and if you do mess up, you have to bounce back on your feet and keep going. Like
quick.
There's a whole lot to wrestling that most people go, oh, there's just a bunch of dudes rolling around in tights, you know. And,
strong. It's everything, the athlete part of it. But we are talking about Telestai. Chevy's involved in a lot of stuff, and Telestai, him and Josh, it was, I think, Josh's idea. But one thing we will say, so we tag Telestai in this video description. Whenever you have the opportunity, as soon as you can, make sure you go check out their Facebook page, hit the like button, like them. Yeah, we like to say a thing where it's like we want you to hit the button so hard where you crack your screen and you're like, is this going to work anymore? This is the last thing I ever do. Boom. I like Telestai.
I like a lot of pages on Facebook. It smashes so hard that it smashes the front and the back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting texts from my wife like, you better stay on track with the Telestai because we're all over the place. She wants you to tell the debt collector story.
Oh, so one of the applications back in the day, there's actual artifacts that you could find proving what I'm saying right here is back in the day, like if a debt collector was collecting debt, he'd go up to the debtor, and whenever it came that time, and whenever the debtor would finally pay his debt off, on that bill they would write out to Telestai, meaning that the debt had been paid for.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's pretty intense. And that kind of just, it paints a portrait of Christ on the cross.
You
know what I mean? Like he paid the ultimate sacrifice, that all of our sin debt was paid for at that moment whenever he gave himself up on the cross.
Yeah, me and Curt were having a conversation on the way to Galveston yesterday, and it was about, I guess I'll just go ahead and say it, but he was like talking about the Da Vinci Code and how it was like, hey, you think it's possible that, Jesus had people? I was like, I don't think so. I
was being facetious.
I know, but you were talking, we were just having a conversation.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure that people don't think that I actually think the Da Vinci Code was real. Like, I know that it was not.
It was just conversation. You're getting really on edge. I think you might have been.
How many bangs have you had?
One bang too many.
Okay. Anyways, but we were just talking about that. And he was like, hey, that's the movie. I was like, I've never seen it. I've heard. I was like, I don't think that, it's possibly me either, but it's an interesting take on a book, a movie, or whatever, it all was. But how I said, the sacrifice, the whole point, because before, Christ came down and, there was the cross and everything. Before that, everybody had to make sacrifices to kind of like atone and cover. And then whenever that debt was collected, it is finished. Hey, we don't have to mess with that stuff anymore. And that the debt was paid, and it was complete.
To Telestai. I mean, literally.
That's the idea. It's to understand that. What are you worried about? God's already taken care of it.
Yeah.
If you're in his hands, again, there's nothing that you're going to do. There's no place you're going to run. There's no weight on your shoulders. There's no whatever hole you think you're in that is bigger than his love and his power, really.
Like one thing I love about it is like, and I'm using this description in this way. I would say, like, with Christianity, that's one thing I love about Christianity and with our God, the one true God, is that other religions, and I don't think Christianity is a religion, but just for this illustration,
right?
Other religions with their God, it's all about you doing acts, what you can do, your rituals to get to God. And the thing with Christianity is it's all about God coming to you. He'll meet you in your pain. He'll meet you in your despair. He'll meet you in your addiction. He'll meet you in whatever it is that you're going through. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's beautiful. I mean, it's awesome. It's poetic within itself.
I can say in the last few months of my life, man, God's been really dealing with me. Like, again, if anybody's ever met me, like, I don't walk in perfection. You know, I don't walk under the weight of perfection. I just try to walk in the freedom of salvation, because there's days where I wake up and I'm horrible about walking with Jesus. You know, just horrible. I fall straight on my face. Josh can attest to, you know, growing up knowing these guys from knowing you've known God since you were like a little kid. You know, like his parents are
a preacher.
amazing. Like his
That's
dad's
cool.
amazing. His mom, you know, and just running away from God and coming back, man. So again, to tell Telestai isn't about like, oh, being better or being perfect. It's just about reminding people. Again, I'm just sick and tired of, and this is where it gets, you know, Christianity just talking about people's sins and their lifestyles and da-da-da. Like my whole deal is like, I just want to put people's eyes on Jesus and talk about how amazing he is.
Yeah.
And I believe that he is big enough that his light's going to shine in your darkness and shadow the darkness away. And that's it. That's my thing. Like Jesus is awesome.
There's
Jesus
nothing
is
that
awesome.
you can do. There's no sin that you can commit. There's nothing that his love doesn't reach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he'll like I was saying earlier, he'll reach you. He'll meet you wherever you're at.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's one of those things where with this logo and the big thing for me starting off, Chevy's the t-shirt guy. He's the one that said, let's do t-shirts. For me, it was all about the sticker. I wanted it sticker for your car, sticker for your books, for your locker, for my toolbox. I'm a mechanic. So like on my toolbox, wherever I go, I see this word Tetelestai. It's a reminder for me that I'm a victor, not a victim, that my sin debt has been paid for, that regardless of what I'm going through, you know, we all go through our trials and our situations where our walk with God gets a little tough. You know what I mean? It gets a little stale. But whenever I see this sticker, whenever I see this word, it's a reminder that you know, there's no gap. That gap is closed. You know what I mean? Like he's there, you know? And that relationship is there.
So here's a couple things. Right now, it's 9:46. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. We're going to be on till 11. I've seen a couple comments that I just want to kind of point out. Someone said, and I'm trying to find it, said, I hope this goes better than Chop to the Chest. Woo! It's Eddie. You know, Eddie. I guess
he's my partner in Top of the Chest. Last time I was here, I mentioned my other partner, Nate, and I got all kinds of crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't on it, you know, but me and Nate started together, and Eddie kind of came on, you know, in the latest
and then speaking of wrestling, I see Kevin Bernhardt on, which we've been trying to meet him. We want to meet him.
Kev's awesome.
Yeah, so we still love the opportunity to meet you.
What did he say?
He just said our boy is doing his thing on the mic. Best haircut in the area.
Oh, Kev. I mean, you hadn't come by. I mean, I've seen you with the same haircut for a long time, but I'm just throwing that out there.
With Gino, I was looking at something the other day. It was a picture of some of the reality of wrestling stars over there at I believe it was one of the hospitals, and they were taking pictures.
Awesome.
That was really cool. And I saw Kevin had shared it. Reality Wrestling had shared it. Brad Gilmore had shared it. But him and Gino, which Gino has great hair.
Yeah, Gino has great hair.
And
you know,
are you responsible for that? I've heard
responsible for as this time him, and then you know, one of the guys from La Familia, his name's Ducky.
I only get my hair cut from Chevy.
Mm-hmm. Don't leave my boy out there. John the Baptized Barber did amazing. John Hillenkamp did amazing.
I've never cheated on you once.
So
you know. So yeah, shout out to Kevin and Reality of Wrestling. And so what we're gonna have on our event Friday, we have JJ Blake scheduled to come on, but we are open to having Kevin. Kevin's going to be on, but we told JJ Blake, we're like, hey, if you can, you know, maybe say something to Brad, squeeze it into Booker. I don't know, you know, Mrs. Booker. If Kevin wants to come on, we want to Reality Wrestling time.
I mean, having Kevin is almost like having Booker. Booker gets all the fame because he's Booker, but Kevin is the backbone of Reality of Wrestling.
He's been there. He's
been there since the beginning.
Yeah, I would say a little bit longer than Brad.
The hours he puts into that TV show. If you've ever enjoyed 1 second of Reality of Wrestling, mad props to Booker and Charmel for what they do. But Kevin Bernhardt is the heartbeat of wrestling, the Reality of Wrestling. He's the behind the scenes guy. You know what I'm saying? So I can't put him over more. That, you know, those guys in the production room, they get looked over so many times because Booker's Booker. He walks into a room and you notice Booker he is the 5-time champ, you know. But Kevin, man, is the guy that really. And so if you're a wrestling fan in this area, like we didn't have anything. Like we had to go when I first got back into wrestling. I had to go to Houston to find stuff, and they were you know in Clear Lake, but. You know, bringing it down here, you know, it's really sparking. I'm running to a lot more.
Yeah,
fans,
well, like for you and me and Curt and anybody else who works in media production, we know what goes the amount of work that goes into putting on one like a show, a performance, you know, matches like that. Whether it's the lighting and then the video side, the editing side, everything that goes into that, hours and hours and hours and hours of work, and people don't realize it's like, oh. Yeah, just pop out another one. You know, it's easy, but no, it's not. And you know
it's
that.
Hard. Yeah,
it's hard work.
We've been planning our show for Friday for like 3 weeks now, nonstop. I was up until probably like 2:00 last night building graphics for it. It's a lot of work.
And I was up till 1 texting and being like, "Are you still working on graphics? Okay, good." And then I was like, "Kurt, I'm going to sleep. I can't make sure that I'm making you work, from here."
Right.
But
Gardy's like, Kurt's just slaving away, and
I was
Gardy's just
maybe-
making a text.
I was
Hey,
still
we got
working.
this done, right?
you're still working, right?
I was maybe watching
goodness.
Angels versus Demons and wondering if that was real too.
it was just lack of sleep that got him in this whole Da Vinci Code. Before we go, anything, Josh, to tell us that anything you want to say? Like I said, Josh says we're partners, and but in real life, like I know this is his baby. Like he, God really put that on his heart and kind of did the whole thing. And I just kind of came on the back end and said, "Hey, I know a bunch of people. Let's hang out." Yeah.
For me, the big thing that you can't put me on the spot a little bit. But like for me, the big thing that if I had to just say is it's not just a sticker, it's not just a brand, it's not just a T-shirt. I want this to be a reminder, a steadily reminder, that you're a victor and not a victim in this life. That regardless of what you're going through, that you're a victor. I mean, plain and simple. And also there's so many different various meanings. And I challenge anyone who's listening right now to look up the word themselves and have the Holy Spirit will lead you
To tell us that.
and kind of teach it to you the way that He taught it to me in whatever way it's applicable in your life. But there's literally no situation in your life that this word isn't applicable. They're literally, that's what I've come to learn.
So if somebody
it's amazing.
If somebody doesn't win a shirt, because a lot of people are like, how can I get a shirt? And we are going to be giving shirts away today. We're going to be giving some of these shirts away on Friday. If somebody wants to purchase a shirt, how can they go about doing that?
So we have a website. It's called tetelestylelife.com. And we have all the shirts, all the stickers, the various stickers. And the stickers are very, very reasonably priced. Just to let y'all know, the bigger sticker that's meant for your vehicle.
It's this one.
Yep, right there.
It's a different quality.
No,
That's
not
the
that's
medium
the
size.
smaller
We have
one.
a bigger one.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
a bigger
yeah,
one. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, well, the quality of this sticker is really good because, normally you get a sticker and you put it on, but like this, I feel like you could peel it off, put it back on, put it somewhere else, peel it back on. Whoa!
That's the one right there for your vehicle. And the good thing about it is that the adhesive is made with a special adhesive.
that's the one you could put on your desk and pull it
Yeah.
off whenever you feel like it. When you're done repping Tetelestai or loving us, you can pull it off.
How much would you donate for our show on Friday? And I'll put it on the desk.
Kurt will wear it on his forehead the entire time.
I'm dead serious. How much
For
would
how
you
long?
give? How long would you? Depends on what you give.
Well, let's talk. We'll talk.
I mean,
off
I'm
air.
already given over $500 in donations.
That's
help
true.
people out.
He's like,
Boom,
oh, that's true.
how we win.
It's like it's $33. Each giveaway is worth $33. You're getting the T-shirt, you're getting the car sticker, you're
Josh,
getting the medium sticker,
we're off the thunder.
and I'm giving you 2 other stickers. I mean, you're getting all kinds of different stickers.
Look,
Let me
that
get the other ones.
Amazing, right there. Boom, that'll work too.
Okay, so
I want one of
for
those little
$1,000,
We have a smaller one you could put on there too.
we'll put it right here.
I mean, this is
I don't know.
that right there is the whole package, the shirt.
So let me say this. So serves 2 purposes, right?
Yes.
If you're say it like me and I have these days 1,000%, you want to, you're just struggling and life's really hard and your kids are being crazy and maybe you don't have the finances in the bank and whatever problems you're walking through. Tetelestai has designed these stickers for you to put it somewhere on your mirror, on whatever, that you're going to see and be reminding that at the end of the day, you're in God's hands and there's nothing you're walking through. There's no hole you're in that's too deep that is bigger than God's love. The
Absolutely.
other flip side, if you're a believer and you just want to remind people of that, that's what the shirts are for. You wear the shirt.
Yeah.
I'm going to send a shout out to my girl Kim at 5-Star Barber College. I know she's listening. And my man Cameron, when we first got into this, I just gave them stickers. And we have constant conversations about how amazing God is. Or, hey, man, I love that sticker. I love what it stands for. I need to be reminded of that. I know my man Cam put it on his clippers. And, she kept the sticker. And she's like, man, I want another sticker. And they told me they're going to be listening today. So I want to give a shout out to
That's
them.
what it's all about. I mean, that's
But
literally
it's
what it's all
it's
about.
constantly-
It's just a constant reminder, steady reminder
of how amazing Jesus
Put
is.
it anywhere and everywhere where you see it on a normal day. The mirror that you get ready in front of every morning.
Slap
You know
it
what I
on
mean?
there.
Where you started off the day, knowing that I'm a victor, not a victim. That I got victory in today.
Yeah, it's already
Yeah,
accomplished.
exactly.
Jesus already
All
taken care
things
of my
work for
blessings.
the greater
Yeah.
good of those who love God and are called according to His purpose. Plain and simple. Done. Says
Awesome.
it in the book.
I love it. So again, maybe tell people where they can find you on social media, some closing statements, and why somebody should check out Telestai.
Tetelestylelife.com is what the website is. Tetelestai Life is our Facebook page. Go over there, like it. I don't know, just kind of randomly thinking out loud. We
Well,
could even
and
do a giveaway a week. You know what I mean? Just
we're
kinda
doing
get
some
it out
stuff.
there.
So we
Got
have this
more
one.
shirt
We have just a
designs.
logo design right now. We have about two to three logos, shirts coming out in the next few months. I was also talking to Josh, and So we want to do a contest of designers, man. I'm really into like we want to Telestai to kind of really stand out as a also on the artistic side. So if you're out there, you're a designer, you want to work with the Telestai, we're going to run a contest here probably in January. So go like our Facebook page, Telestai Life, and you'll see that contest come out of, you send us designs, we're going to pick your design, you're going to win some money.
That's cool.
You're going to win some, and so we're going to pick out our favorite design and turn it into a shirt. So you can say,
if a partnership gets built, then so be
Yeah.
it.
That's cool. I saw something earlier where Cameron said Chevy for president. I have to agree. I'm running for president of Little Mark next
Which
year.
country?
So,
Are you? I'm in.
but it's
I
not a
don't live in
position
Lamar.
that's open yet. I don't
Okay.
either, but
Right.
but I'm here a lot. So,
Yeah.
but again, thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank
Y'all are
you for
welcome
having
back
us.
anytime.
Thank you, man.
And we appreciate y'all
I love
blessing
you
us
guys.
with these shirts so we can spread that good news to people
you come here.
out there. We're
You
taking
come
a
here.
quick break.
No, I don't want you
Come
to
in,
murder
Rick.
me.
This is
No.
KHEAradio.com,
No.
99.5 FM. We're going to keep it going on our social media streams. We're going to have Butler's Courtyard in studio here in a bit.
I appreciate it, man. You're awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to meet you. Man,
It's
you're
good to
tall.
meet
I
you,
didn't realize you were so tall.
Yeah, he is. Thank you.
Chevy.
My man. I love you guys.
Mexicans aren't normally that tall, man. What's up?
Yeah, right. He's dumb. He's a bass player.
They're either the bass players are either like a little bit taller
Or like me.
or like it's like we always joke about that. Stop.
We have the winner right there.
Anthony
Yeah, we have a
Magdalene
winner. It
says-
could be you.
Anthony
I
said
will
he
say
told
it's
you
the person.
something to tell me.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony. Anthony is. What did you say? Oh, about the shirt, maybe.
I don't know. He
Tell him
just
to
said
rock
I-
the shirt. He also told. It was funny. He told us, he was like, "Hey, Kurt, that's why I can't have nice things." Because Kurt's like knocking stuff over.
Yeah.
Like whenever something gets in a good
Anthony's
spot,
funny, dude.
I leave it, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just like,
He
Kurt's
just
over there
said,
moving
your
stuff.
face makes me want to hit you.
ooh, Sherry
I'll-
said Jesus for president. I agree.
Oh.
Mexicans aren't normally that tall. Mary said with the laughing, crying emoji. Yeah, I've met people.
When it's over.
He was actually
You're
a
good.
Hispanic dude I met, and
Yeah.
he works for Texas City Police Department, but he was at the Humble MMA thing because he does all their
Yeah,
live
yeah.
streaming stuff. And he was like,
I think I
dude,
met that guy.
yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He was like, you're a lot taller than I thought you were in person. And I was like, y'all don't see me okay? I don't know. But I guess you meet someone and
Yeah.
Kurt
People are like,
thinks-
oh, you're a lot uglier than
Kurt-
I thought you were. That's what I get.
the camera, we got the Photoshop going on. But Kurt, yeah, he's 5'9.5", but he's always like, that's how much tall I am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
This
Yeah.
is Butler's Courtyard out
I'm
here.
gonna bring out
Butler's
shirts.
Courtyard, yeah.
What color do you want?
What colors we got? I like darker shirts.
I got black.
Black is
blue,
awesome.
Red.
See, I told you
Same
black.
color.
Black is what I wear.
Black. And he's like,
Yeah, I normally just wear black t-shirts. Somebody asked me the other day.
right. Unless I'm wearing a button up. That's all. That's
Yeah.
my colors change. But black t-shirt.
Oh, we might want to emphasize, man, that the female shirts.
Oh, there's
the ladies'
girls
shirts
cuts,
are
ladies.
V-neck. So
Yeah.
Uh,
Can we give Kurt a ladies V cut
can.
large and he'd probably wear it and not even know?
He's like, oh, this is super cool. I'm super trendy.
Trendsetter.
To Telestai, Del Tigre crossover. It's
Del
happened.
Tigre
We're
to
talking in a
Telestai.
few months.
Yes, we have. I've talked to Chevy about it. I'm feeling it. So my stuff, man, I'm so excited. They're like finalizing the tags. I'm like, just send them here. I don't even need tags. I'll just throw a Telestai sticker on
Hey,
the box.
hey, I'm just saying, you get down with some black and white shoes, bro. You see these bad
I'm
boys?
supposed to have a sample of the black wingtip lace-up boots, so that way I'll wear them.
like boots, like Texas boots.
Well, not yet. So the boots are like these are like the Chelsea
It's like-
boots,
yeah.
and then like lace-up wingtip boots. Those are the first two.
that's actually your brand right there.
Yeah, this
Those
is
are
it.
clean looking boots.
Thank you, thanks. And then we have some sneakers in the
Hey,
works.
you got a layaway plan, bro?
Yes.
I'll be with you. Thank you, my brother.
So what's up,
Holla at me
folks?
soon, man.
Who wants
Nice
this
to meet you.
Olympia Grill
Bring out shirts.
gift card? The person was watching yesterday on the stream, and I've seen them comment today. Yeah.
Bring him in.
Yes. So Cameron said Cameron wants a black shirt so he can wear it to the barber school with you.
So I think what we should do, because people are texting in, is we can pick a winner, ask them their shirt size, and get those separated, and then say, hey, do you wear blah, blah, blah? Because we got different shirt sizes, different colors. I feel like that would be easiest
We'll probably wait till after the
after the
show. Yeah. So we'll
go back through.
We're gonna be
and
giving
pick
away
from
some
the
to Telestai. It is finished. It is done. It is complete. So check them out on social media. Make sure you hit the like button on their page if you are not already following them. They are doing some cool stuff, and who knows what the future will hold. We love to talk about talk to our friends and learn about what they are doing. And if you have something going on, let us know too. I'm gonna put this smaller sticker back on the taco because the other one is awesome and it's huge, but it was like kind of bending at the side. So, Gracie, what's up?
2019.
Sherry, Holly, Brittany, Kim. I would love to win.
I didn't say that.
Hello.
How y'all
doing? Come over and give y'all
You
hugs.
look snazzy.
Dang, I just knew that y'all were coming in.
That's right.
So in a hi.
Hey.
So we have Butler's Courtyard in, talking, hanging out.
Hey, everybody. Hi.
Oh, Amber's watching. I love whenever I see that. Said, what's in that
It
drink
only
that is
shows-
not
I know. I
Dr.
called
Chopper?
you out. I had to call you out.
I only see Amber's name though on Tuesdays when Dr. Chop was in. I never see her name pop up any other time.
So the reason
Because-
I put my drink over here, so that way if it's like, so I don't spill it on anything.
Also, it wasn't in his.
And
direct
also, Dr.
sideline.
Chop was like in the video shot.
So I can only hear it on Tuesdays because I had to make an agreement with my children
Mm-hmm.
that they would let me listen to Dr. Chop on Tuesdays because otherwise they roll everything.
Yeah, they want the
Yeah.
phone, the device.
And that's like when I'm trying to get everybody ready for school and all that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a hard time.
Pick your battles.
So
Yeah.
we're not kid friendly, is what you're saying? Is that we're not keeping the youth involved?
You're not really
I
in
have a
a
solution.
good
Gardy.
market for 5-year-olds. Are you sure?
We
Yeah, I'm
we
working
can
on it.
just start singing like this.
Oh, we've talked about this.
Baby
We talked
shark,
about
doo,
making a
doo,
hot dog
doo,
shark.
doo, baby shark.
How do I
doo,
share
doo.
it without it being like noisy?
Turn down the volume. No.
Yeah. Turn down the volume. You want it? Can we share it?
She's sharing it on Butler's. I was gonna share it on my
From your
personal.
personal?
Yeah.
I got you.
Thanks. I'm not technologically savvy
I
at all.
got you. Let's see. I'm gonna hit thumbs up. I'm gonna say Gardy is awesome first as a comment
Okay.
from Amber. Gardy is awesome. Better than Curt. Hey, I like this. Instantly, my fingers just went in there.
Dang.
Okay.
Love handle.
The good kind.
That's what it's called.
The good kind.
My
Okay.
love
I need to
life
get one of those.
was at
I
an
see those
all-time
purple
low,
ones.
and my love handles were at an all-time high.
Dang, you're- Let's see.
That was literally a commercial we made for this station at the beginning of the year.
It was
Oh,
one of
it
our
was?
first.
In 2018,
We didn't air it because we didn't know how it'd be received, but we should just did it.
We should have.
Well, you kind of just
My
did.
love life was at an all-time low, and my love handles were at
Oh,
an
man.
all-time high. What are you doing?
I'm trying to share, but I accidentally created a poll. No, I don't want to.
Dude,
What can we say? What do you want to
Tune
say?
baby, it's cold outside.
Let's say something
It's an
borderline
interesting
that can be.
topic.
I don't know why I saw
potentially
yes,
offensive.
baby.
It's on my personal page. I'm
Tune
good with
in.
it.
Just to put baby shark, and then we're kid friendly.
Talking about, and then I'm gonna tag Butler's Courtyard. Butler's Courtyard, and I'm gonna throw in an emoji in.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
just
the
got my
kissy emoji.
emoji
Can I do the
score.
kissy emoji?
Sure.
Share.
What are you
Look.
holding up?
This is the gift card winner. We have the name on
Oh,
here.
you do.
We have the name of the winner,
You
and
could just start
people-
tossing out
Can you
random
pronounce it
letters
this
of the
time?
name.
No, actually, I think I can do this
Y'all
one.
want to see the winner?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna show them.
Oh, okay.
So we gave away a $50 gift card.
They can see it, Gordy.
We gave away a $50 gift card
Somebody
yesterday.
screenshotted
I would
that.
just go with the last name. Why can't I?
Well, she told us how to say because she was watching yesterday and then she was on again
Okay,
today.
they're
So
gonna know who they are now.
yeah, maybe.
Something to deal with Greek, right?
Yeah, like the restaurant.
Oh yeah, Olympia Grill.
We'll say it's Greek related. Whoever the winner.
Yeah, Greek related
Have y'all-
because it's Olympia
Is that
Grill.
place a Choppa approved restaurant or what?
Actually, it is.
He said
Without the
Greek
feta,
salad.
which is
Yeah.
what makes it delicious.
Have y'all been there
Yes.
yet? Okay,
To
Where-
not the new one.
but one of the ones,
The
Galveston.
Galveston.
Oh,
there's
oh
Pier
yes, yes,
21.
yes.
There's one
Yeah.
on the seawall, and then there's one on 646. They just opened by like Little
Mhm.
Bellamia, Abuelos.
Yeah, I haven't been to
all that.
Bellamia yet either.
All right, posted.
When did
I
he?
don't know
Shared.
if that's Chapo approved, but they got
It's
like
definitely not.
keto-free like pizza, and they have salads and other stuff you can get.
I think like good rule of thumb is it's not Choppa approved, most likely.
Just anything.
It's just a bonus if it is.
yeah.
Well, I have his list. It's got like 4 places on there.
Where do you know where they are?
Well, Natural Living,
Shout
Irma's.
out to them. He talks about Irma's a lot.
That place is cool. You haven't been there? It's really cool.
He needs an app. Does he have an app?
He needs.
He needs an app.
Dr. Choppa approved
Mhm.
app.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all gonna do the detox at Butler's Courtyard?
That's right.
We are.
Well, we want to. Yeah, we're gonna be there, and then he's gonna have to really talk me into it while
That's
we're
what
there.
I told him the other day when I saw him. I'm not gonna do it. And he was like,
Oh,
"Yes,
look
you
at
are."
this.
So I'm going today to buy my supplement. Oh, they
Roger
they're
said
guessing.
Curt is the type of guy that takes Christ out of Christmas. What does that mean? Curt, Do you have a rebuttal?
I do not.
Okay.
But I am the Grinch until the 20th. So don't talk to me about Christmas until the 20th.
So what's going on with Butler's Courtyard? I know you'll have the event with Dr. Chapa in January.
Yes.
And then what else do we have going on?
We have a couple of big events before then. Actually, some of our biggest of the year that we do. Bridal extravaganzas coming up the first weekend in January. So that is a
That's cool.
2019. That's considered
Like vendors,
2019.
like wedding
so-
vendors.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then that's a huge call to action for us to our open house, which is the following week. So 2 weeks.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Is your husband named Mike?
He is. Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you gather that? Is he watching?
Oh, he said pretty guests today, guys, and so I have to be careful how I respond.
I love
Hey,
it.
Mike, how you doing?
I
Yeah.
I was waiting for what's up with that kissy face.
Mike, slow your roll just a little
Mike,
bit.
easy. Oh,
Easy. This is a Christian radio station.
but thank you. Are we allowed to say thank you to that? Thanks.
I know.
Wait, what are you talking about? Us?
We're not the guests. He
We
said
could
pretty
be the guests.
Sure.
No.
But thank you. if
We're
We're
you're
the
Switching.
hosts. Pretty hosts today, guys.
So there's a wedding extravaganza. So if you're planning
Yes.
on getting married ever,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you know somebody who else is, it would be a good
A
opportunity.
lot
to
of
go.
people bring their whole posse, their their parents, their
Party.
bridesmaids, everyone.
And pretty soon, Amber and I will end up going live on the Butler's Courtyard page to talk about what to expect at bridal
Mhm.
extravaganza, some tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Things that you don't know what to expect. A lot of these couples have never gone before. So
And it can be really overwhelming. 'cause
I bet.
it's
So it's
in-
like cake samples?
yeah, it's in the George R. Brown, and so it's like
Oh.
even
Exactly.
just that space is kind of overwhelming. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's huge, and then there's hundreds of vendors and thousands of people. So, and everybody's handing you sample or a brochure or this or that. So it can be kind of overwhelming for people, but it's really fun. So if your expectations are in line and you kind of
Right.
know what to expect, then you can just have really good time.
So
with
if
it.
somebody is like a vendor of wedding stuff, like
Mhm.
is there spots available or are y'all like booked up?
I'm sure they have spots available. You'd have to contact the offices of the bridal extravaganza, but usually they're
Gotcha.
adding people last minute, as others maybe have to pull out for whatever reason. But we do a huge booth and a big structure, and it looks just like our grand hall. So
Yeah.
hopefully that will catch the attention of potential
That's cool,
couples for
sure.
us. Yeah.
Wow. So there's a lot going on. If you're looking at getting married, maybe you are engaged. It'd be a good thing to talk to you.
You
guys.
could set up a booth to find.
he's at the bridal
fiancé.
thing, like looking for a wife.
So like the bridesmaids or the
Samples.
sisters or
That's
whatever
right.
that come.
Kurt would be the kind of guy. And
How
I don't
much
know-
is it to have a booth?
It's pretty pricey,
How much?
like several $100s for a single booth.
If it
done?
means a lifetime of happiness,
Small
done.
investment now.
small investment
That's
now,
true.
lifetime of happiness. Plus, I get the wedding for free. In 2019.
No, if you meet at Butler's
so
Courtyard,
let's have
that was
the
the
thing at Butler's
We'll just
Courtyard.
move the event.
Move
Oh,
the
yeah.
event to
Kurt-
Butler's Courtyard.
Kurt would be the guy who would set up like a kissing sample booth.
Yeah,
And he's
that's
like,
what
"If
I'm
you want to marry
picturing.
me, like,
What's wrong with the kissing booth? I used to have those all the time in high school.
did anybody visit them? Or is it just like your mom?
I don't know why the principal said, Kurt, you can't have the kissing booth near your locker. Like, come on. I was like, sorry, principal.
Wow.
got this.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot going on. We are excited to have Butler's Courtyard in. There's that event with Dr. Chapo
Mhm.
that's coming up. We also were at the vendor. thing
The Merry
that y'all had.
Market.
That was awesome.
How was it for your
It was
business?
amazing. It was really good. We had a fun time. We were set up close to Mother Ray's Crunch Rolls
Yeah.
and Chelsea. So that's always,
Mm-hmm.
ever since we've been at other things, I'm like, I need to be next to Chelsea at the
Mhm.
samples.
It was really fun to have you guys there too, because for the most part it was all women and people just, and y'all are just so positive and spirited and fun. So thank you for bringing that element to that event. It was fun to have you, and it was really fun to play your music. And
That was
Catching
the
up
best
there.
moment ever with Gardy.
No, she said Sherry said the booth that broke the listeners back. They're like, that's too much.
Yeah.
Kurt has gone too far. KHEA radio has gone too far. Like, when is that point going to happen one day when it's like, we're done with this hot dog?
Too far.
We're done with
What is
Somebody
this? Butler should have a single event. Maybe the people. That's
We've been planning that.
we have been brainstorming that.
It's happening in 2019. I
Okay.
just texted that.
We have
person
some dates in
that,
summer.
You know, that person and said tune in this hour might like drive her to come to an event at Butler's, right?
Are you talking about
Okay.
the twin?
Yes. The
Oh,
twin.
Ryan. She's gonna hate me. She's
Wow.
gonna be like,
Mark
Amber,
said
what
let's
did you
find
get me
something.
into?
Mark knows a little bit about Kurt's. We hung out with Mark at Furniture Zone, so him and Stephanie on the Furniture Zone over there, right? And Kurt was going through his little black. I don't know. He was going through something
My
at the
little
time.
black book.
His little black Facebook app, just like kind of like here's you here, and he was like,
I wish Facebook
Is
you
that a
could swipe
thing?
right and swipe left.
Is there an app for that?
no, but
Oh.
that may be like a really good idea, even
could
if we
do a
like pitch it to
Facebook
Facebook.
swipe.
No, that's too far.
Yeah, too far.
Too far.
There
So-
you go. There's the line.
So how are your kids? They
My
doing
kids
good?
are good. They're ramped up for Santa to come. Did your kids enjoy seeing Santa at Butler
Yes.
Square? Yeah.
Yes.
That's a really cool event. I counted how many families I've already forgotten, but it was like 70 something families came that day.
Wow.
And
That
each
night?
one has more, 2, 3, 6 kids.
Twins, yeah.
So we got like
So-
70 lights that night.
And
I
well,
forgot
yeah.
everybody then.
Yes, you did. I know.
He was making all the twins
You were shameless.
separate Facebook accounts. Okay, you're only 4, but you need a Facebook. I'll create it for you.
I was. They almost kicked me out of Butler.
Well, and the best part is the boxes and boxes and boxes of canned goods and non-perishable foods that we
yeah, it was awesome.
acquired because the food banks just run so low this time of year, which I'm sure you guys know that. But so that's always nice, and the kids can come and run around like wild and not have to stand in line like they do at the mall.
Yeah.
So it works out good.
Wait, which comment?
A single sister, Bambi.
Wait, I don't see it.
From Holly? Does yours not come in?
I don't know. Yeah. What does it say? What's going on? What are you guys up to today? What kind of comments are y'all hiding from me? Am I blocked? Somebody has me
Somebody
blocked.
has you blocked.
Yeah. Which one of our listeners like I'm blocking Gardy just so he can't read my stuff? There you go, Kurt. There you go.
Let's see. Elf on the Shelf. Oh, do you guys
To go
do?
back
Do
to
you
the
do
North
Elf
Pole.
on the Shelf?
No.
I do it with my kids.
It's a lot of work.
Well, it's what you make of it.
Right.
If you ours just kind of moves around, and then my husband every few nights will do like a clever thing with it.
Yeah. I saw somebody
Or-
froze there
Yeah.
like in a bowl or something when there was like Elsa.
Yeah,
And Frozen was like,
yeah.
Freezing.
It's what you make of it, and they think it's fun
They
to
like
look
it?
for it, and yeah.
is the elf on the shelf real though? Like, does he do it himself? Like, is he really moving around?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
That's
for
what I
sure.
thought, but I wasn't sure because I was
Yeah.
having an argument with Kurt, and he was like, "It's not real." I was like, "I think it is real," but
Yeah. At night it goes and reports back to Santa, and then comes back.
have you heard or seen Dr. Choppa in his elf costume? Do you know anything about
I
that?
heard he was gonna be in it, and I'm hoping he is there today when I stop by for my detox kits. But I saw Santa there last week.
Really?
Did you see that picture on my Facebook?
I'm not sure if I saw that.
We were
one.
there for my girls had their adjustment, and we were sitting there waiting, and in walks Santa, and Choppa was in his office with someone, and I heard Santa. I heard him scream so loud, and he ran out, and then my kids were just like, frozen in awe. of
Holly,
course,
we
but-
do like you. So we got 20 seconds. We can go on the FM as well.
Somebody said Merry Kurtmas, and I love that.
That's what they're trying to take the Christ. Is that why they said
That's-
they're trying to
oh,
take the
probably.
Christ, trying to take the Christ out of Christmas?
Oh, here's a good question. Where did everyone meet their significant other?
We can
Mine's
get
not
into that. We got 5
updating.
seconds. Y'all ready?
Why is yours
Oh,
different
yeah.
than mine?
Do you hear that?
What?
Guess
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kirk.
And we have Butler's Courtyard in studio hanging out with us. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff they have going on. We have some cool questions. Chime in. If you're married, maybe you're dating someone or engaged, but where did you meet your significant other? That's a fun topic as well.
Mhm.
But how are y'all doing today?
We're good.
And I'm excited to have y'all in. Y'all are always like planning the next event, planning the next wedding. Is this time of year like, is that a prime time to get married, or is this like a different season?
It's always a prime time to get married at Butler's Courtyard. First of all, it's definitely a busy season for us because it's not only weddings that we have plans, but we do a ton of Christmas parties for companies. And then, of course, now, last time we were on the show, we couldn't talk about it, but we have unveiled the Fig Factory as our second venue. And we had, between our two venues, 5 events this past weekend. So we're really good jugglers.
We did 3 big weddings.
We thought we were busy.
We did 3 big weddings and 2 big Christmas parties at the Fig Factory. So we were putting the miles on that little golf cart back and forth.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a lot going on. So you have it's a pretty big team over there, huh?
Yeah.
Are y'all like always hiring, looking for good people to add to the team as y'all continue to grow?
Yes, we are always hiring. And right now we have a pretty big need for someone that would, help in the kitchen, washing dishes, kind of managing the food going in and out.
Meet all the single people.
Yeah, you could.
Wash.
And as the Fig Factory gets booked up more, there'll be even more, need for people. So,
cool.
We're always.
How would somebody come apply? Like, do
they
they
just
show
come
up?
in? Yeah, just come in or call us. I have people message me sometimes. My mom and Janice, when they were in the business for the first 15 years, they never advertised for any employee ever.
Right.
God just sends them.
Yes.
And so we still I have done a post before on Taco League City just to kind of put it out there that we were hiring. But he sends the right people at the right time, and it's worked out for us so far. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I had asked whenever we first started, where did you meet your significant other? Where did you meet, whether you're married or engaged or dating or whatever. So we have some answers coming in. So this is pretty cool to see. So Russ said, I met mine at work. Holly said, we met at Bushwhackers on Christmas night in 1995. Shout out to Bushwhackers. We got Yahoo Personals. Ashley said, met online. Roger has not met the one yet. Maybe you could meet them at Butler's Courtyard at an event.
yeah.
Athena said, that name sounds familiar. Really familiar. That's okay. Said, I met my husband whenever he moved next door to me. Man, we're getting a bunch of someone saying we should become wedding crasher. Is that something y'all have often?
We don't know. How do we know? We don't know their guests.
Well, if you saw Curt show up like to
I would be
every wedding,
suspicious if I saw Curt show up.
like the same
Regardless,
person,
he would have to show me an invitation.
What if I was in the hot dog suit one time and the bacon suit the next time?
you never recognize it.
You would never recognize me.
Disguise, master of disguise.
Master of disguise.
Fit right in.
He would be like the glasses and mustache. Actually.
With my
Okay.
cane and be like, I'll fit right in.
Wow.
This is a fancy wedding.
Oh gosh.
So I'm sure y'all see a lot of people come in, hear a bunch of different stories. Is there a story that sticks out more than the others, maybe, where how somebody met and like a really had a good wedding? I don't know, but like
All
like
of
an
their
interesting
stories
story.
are so unique,
Mhm.
and that's one of the best parts is having their personal experience together. There's a few that come to mind over, our time frame, and I'm sure there's many more that I haven't even thought
Yeah.
of.
This is pretty funny. Chef Mary Bass
Yeah,
said,
so-
I met Timothy Bass in culinary school, and I'm the only thing he got out of the program.
Yeah.
Seemed like he got a good
Wow.
deal.
That's a pretty
Oh.
win. Yeah,
He got
that's
a good
big
deal,
win,
though.
right?
I saw that.
So yeah, he succeeded and was a successful
I'm trying to
culinary
think.
program
I can't think
experience.
of anything that really
So,
stands
well,
out.
one that sticks out to me, and it's kind of relevant to the topic of bridal extravaganza, is we had a bride who booked with us recently, and she had heard about us from attending the bridal extravaganza when she was engaged the first time, and she chose a different venue. And
Right.
they were in the planning process, and her words are when she was planning her mistake. And
Yes.
life took them a different direction.
Uh-huh.
She met her new fiance, remembered us from bridal extravaganza, came back, and is now a booked couple with us.
Yeah,
So what you're saying
Mhm.
is sometimes if you pick another venue, it could be
That's a bad time. No,
catastrophe.
just well, segue into yeah. I mean, it's definitely obviously we can brag about ourselves, but what we
Mhm.
offer is full service, and there's only a handful of us that offer that, and so our couples truly don't have to stress about anything. And there are so many beautiful venues out there and different styles for everyone, and we understand that, but of course we would rather than pick ourselves or some friends of ours that are full service so that they don't have to stress and their family doesn't have to stress.
Right.
You know, Amber, you may have to tell us your story because I see your husband. Did you see a comment that he
No, what
left?
did he say?
He said, I met my wife in a hot tub. Well, technically, she was not in it. Cops are called. Fun times.
Yeah.
Is that, wait, y'all have a beautiful story?
Whoa. I
Our
wanna know
story
this
is kind of
story.
unique, I think, yes.
Were you a police officer? Like what?
I was not. So we had a mutual friend, and I lived in one apartment complex, and Mike lived in a complex kind of beside.
Yeah.
And so this mutual friend invited me over to a party they were having at Irish Mike. And he had talked about Irish Mike. And so I was like, okay, I'll go. You know, I was like young and 20 and whatever.
Yeah,
so why
yeah.
not? You know, middle of the night. That's totally normal, right?
Oh, totally.
So I went and they were in the hot tub at the apartments and they had probably consumed too much.
Okay. Of the hot tub water.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to be careful for the audience here, but and
Wow.
the neighbors didn't like the noise. Mike can be kind of he's loud and fun.
I feel like
and
if you're called Irish Mike, then it's
His-
kind of given. I
yeah.
understand.
Well, he's from Ireland. Like
oh, cool.
yes, like from
No, yeah.
Yeah.
He's loud.
Murphy is that's an Irish
yeah,
name. Like
it is quite Irish.
the
Yeah.
Murphy Boys. You know, I'm that's like a TV show or it could be or something.
So I'm a rule follower and police are called like that. You know, I don't care for that situation, but one of the neighbors called the police because it was late and we were being loud. And so we were just hanging out. Well, then we just all kind of, this was my group of friends. We had all moved to the area. So, you know, we were just
Mhm.
hanging out and stuff. And I actually had a crush on the other guy that, anyway, we won't bring that up. But eventually,
Was
Mike,
it American Dan or something like? Sorry. No, I'm sorry.
I don't even
I was
remember.
thinking, there is an American Dan.
Yeah. that's an actual just a friend. But anyway,
God.
I know the story is taking a wrong turn somewhere. It gets better. So we were just spending all this time together, and pretty soon we were together like every day, and then it just
You know what? Plot twist.
Yeah.
It was Irish Mike who called the cops because he wanted to make that night memorable, so that way he
Yeah.
would never forget.
Well, the plot twist is we actually broke up, and he moved back home
To Ireland?
and- yes. So the whole thing was he was only here on like a J1, which is basically like a visa for a student, and he was
Yeah.
here doing an internship. And so it was always gonna heartbreak. Yeah, exactly. Here comes the heartbreak. He hates this part.
oh no.
So of course, me being in love was like, we can work it out. We should stay together. Not mad. No, I don't.
That's what I was
I'm not
laughing
sure
at.
about that one.
Don't read that comment.
So it worked out though, and y'all have an
Well,
awesome story. Oh
Well,
no,
I-
it didn't.
It didn't.
Ooh.
So he
Uh-oh.
went back home, and I was heartbroken, and it was awful. And then right around Christmas, he called and said, "I messed up." You know, different Irish language in the
Yeah.
Irish language, messed up, right? And I'll do whatever it takes to come back to Texas. So
Wow.
then I had to fly over and meet his family because I had never met his parents.
How did you
and-
enjoy Ireland?
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a home away from home.
Did you ever consider like, you know what? I'm moving here.
So I considered that,
Yeah.
but when he was going back, but he didn't really have a job to go back to, and
Right.
and you know, as a man and wanting to be a provider, he was uncertain about it. So, and I had a good job, and I'm very close to my family, so it, you know, that wouldn't have been right. But the distance was good. A lot of couples I know break up. Thank you.
Yeah, it happens.
But it just made us stronger, and I know for sure that he really wanted to. Because that was a huge sacrifice for him to leave his entire family,
Oh,
all
sure.
of his friends
Yeah.
that he grew up with, his whole culture, and move here. And I know, you know, and now he was confident in that decision when he came back. So, and then we got a few months. So I was back over here for a few months. We had to put in all the paperwork and all that. I did everything. We are within the law. He has a green card holder and has applied for citizenship. So,
That's awesome.
but then when he got here, we got married in 2 weeks, which you can do when your family owns a wedding venue.
Oh yeah.
And then we took several months to plan like a big reception.
That's awesome. That's a great
Yeah.
story.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And 10 and a half years
I
later.
feel like my story needs to be just as good, or if not better. Like just
Okay.
meeting someone at Butler's Courtyard now, I don't think is enough. Like I need to make a hot
I
tub.
don't think you can be too
Move
cheap.
across the
Wait,
country.
can we have a hot tub at Butler's Courtyard that I call the police on and just relive your story?
Yeah, you need to make your own story, Kurt. And
Oh.
everybody has a story, and you know, so I saw some people were like, "Oh, I wish I had a a better story," and I'm sure you do. I'm sure it is good, and it's unique to you, and that's what makes it
Look at this one. He river
Cool.
danced home. That's right. You know that sign that's like, I'm not from Texas, but I got here as fast as I could. Like,
Yeah.
that always makes me think of Mike.
Yeah.
And now,
You need another napkin?
he has like the best family. It's been a real blessing it is hard to have the distance, but
Has he adapted well? I see him saying America.
oh my gosh,
Woohoo.
so I don't know how political we can get on the show, but when I first met him, he had a shirt that had a picture of W. Bush with like the Ghostbusters, like an anti-Bush shirt. And I remember thinking, and I'm not a super political person, but I remember thinking I can't introduce you to like my grandmother's passed, or else, she's rolling in her grave with that shirt because she was like Miss Republican woman,
Uh-huh.
And now sometimes I'm like, whoa, buddy, come back a little more center. Like he has gotten very, he's into it. And so that's one reason he wants to be a citizen, because he needs to be able to vote. So
Sure.
but yes, he has definitely become a true Texan. He's in the oil and gas industry.
There you go. That's
he
enough
has
said,
a pair of cowboy boots.
Yep.
He's totally.
That's
he
awesome.
belongs here. So
Right now it's 10:25. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. Should we go ahead and give away this Olympia Grill gift card? Because we have a $50 gift card. We gave one away yesterday. We're giving another one away today, and then we're giving away 2 more gift cards on Friday to our big event that's taking place. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, you ready, Kurt? We have a winner picked.
Yep, and I have just announced it.
Guess what, Athena Huff, you are the winner. You won $50.
Alright.
do you have like an applause?
I think
track?
people knew. We have a different music.
Like
we don't have an applause
woo.
one, but
Yeah.
we just do that like breathe in the mic. So you are the winner. Way to go. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Right now we're talking to Butler's Courtyard. Feel free to share this video out. If you have any questions, maybe you're planning a wedding, maybe you wouldn't know any of the services they offer. I think they can pretty much do it all. Like y'all literally take care of like the planning stages all the way to, hey, you're out the door, right?
Exactly.
So that's one of the main reasons, and it sets y'all apart from other places, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Stress free.
Yeah, and that can be a kind of stressful time for people.
Yes.
I was fortunate whenever I got married, I just showed up. That was my job, but it put a lot of planning on my wife and her family and her friends. So
how did you meet her? You didn't tell us yours.
My story. I guess I met her when I was about 10, and I had a crush on her. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so we became friends, and then not anything crazy, right? And then we kind of dated in high school. Then we didn't date. I moved away. We were always connected. That's like whenever like MySpace was around. So if you're MySpace friends with, with
Right.
people, and then Facebook came about.
Was she like in your top 5 or?
And
Remember on MySpace you
on
could do a
it
top
was
5?
8. Yes.
Oh, was it?
and yes. And so then, moving back, always like friends. And then now we're married. So yeah,
that's
a lot of
nice.
life happened in between for everybody, but
Yeah.
So
That's nice.
Growth.
it's
Yeah.
it's an interesting
It's a
story,
good
but
thing.
I've known her for a long time, and I'm super happy now, and I hope she is too.
Right.
I don't want to speak for her, but I think she is. So
I mean, she seemed okay with you. I think.
yeah, I left the
pictures
house
when I
this
met her.
morning, and she said she loves me. So
Seems to be going good.
Yeah.
Seems like things are okay.
What about you, Kurt? What's your story?
Wow.
Wah, wah.
My ex-wife, we met at college.
Where'd you go to college?
Hastings College. It's in Nebraska.
It's
Okay.
a community.
The Harvard of the Midwest.
Oh,
Okay.
The Harvard of the Midwest.
It's a community clown college. They put some really like big clowns out there.
I'm trying to get them to be a sponsor of our show. Come on, Gardy. Don't be calling it call it the Harvard
Too
of the
late.
Midwest. Too late. I'll sign in that check. So she was a counselor at a Nebraska Scholars Academy camp, which is like a camp for like kids out that are like trying to like do science and stuff like that. So she was the counselor.
trying
And
to do science.
I don't know. I didn't know the camp. I was the videographer,
How do
so
I
I was
do
shooting
this?
video.
Science and stuff.
And she was the group counselor,
Science
so
stuff.
I went and I took my camera and like put it in her face, and she was like, "Get that out of here!" And from that moment, I knew, like, you're my future ex-wife.
He does that to a lot of people now. Like he puts cameras in people's. I'm like, whenever we're out somewhere, I'm like, hey, let's just ask. A lot of people will say
no,
no,
thank you.
and that's fine. It's okay. We want to get that clearance.
I
Hopefully.
then found out that she was the daughter of the dean of the college, and I'm like,
Oh.
ooh, 4.0. I haven't been good this far. Maybe I could get some boost in my grades. Let's start dating her. No,
Did it work out?
No, it didn't work out. With statements like that, did it work out?
No.
Oh wow. So we have people still chiming in how they
Fire
found their
department.
wife. Yeah, so Crystal Koza, she won a gift card the other day, and it was on her birthday actually. So shout out to Crystal.
Cute.
She made a
Mhm.
donation to KGA Radio already to Friday. But she said he joined my fire department. I like to say he was my rookie. Crystal,
Wow.
were you a firefighter? Because her husband's like an MD now, so I don't understand. I need to like sit down with Crystal and like learn what happened. Like I find out new stuff every day.
Yeah, we didn't know that he was a doctor until like a week ago. Come on.
Yeah, but did he work for the fire department? Like I'm confused.
How do you go from being a fireman to a doctor? Like I feel like there's two different career
Like
paths.
it was right after he was an astronaut. You know, I feel like that's what's next, right? Like what else is next? I don't know, but we have Butler's Courtyard in. Do y'all know the date of Dr. Choppa's thing that y'all are going to be hosting the event? And that's free to
Yes.
attend.
It is
Mhm.
free to attend.
I want to say it's
Um,
the 6th.
I think it's the 7th.
It could be it's like
It's a
there's 3
Thursday,
dates or
right?
so. Yeah, but I think everybody's invited, and that's an event at Butler's Courtyard. If you're looking to tour the facility, that may be a time to come check it out. You can see what you're getting yourself into.
Okay, I think we're both wrong. Is it the 10th?
It's on
There's
Thursdays.
a Facebook event.
Okay,
I
yeah.
actually did a Facebook event for it. if
Okay,
you wanna
cool.
look that up.
But okay, let's say
But
somebody.
yeah, it's free to attend, and I mean, of course, I'm a big supporter in what Dr. Choppa and Jennifer. Is it Dr. Jennifer or just Jennifer? Are
Je-
doing there. I just say Jennifer.
We'll just call her doctor.
Yeah, I mean, she's helping her body, so why not?
Yeah.
And so, it was a good opportunity for us to kind of partner with them and help, give them a bigger space, because last year when I did the detox, there was only a handful of people, but his office can get a little crowded with that many people in there.
Oh yeah.
And this time, I told him I'm faithful. We're going to set for 100 and try to fill it up.
Wow. And are you
So-
doing it?
I probably will end up doing it. I did it last year and I hated it the whole time, but I also loved it.
What, you cut out caffeine too?
Well, I already don't really do caffeine. So I don't drink those drinks y'all are drinking today.
This is yeah.
That's really
what about
bad
you?
for
Like,
you.
are you gonna do the detox?
I'm curious to give it a go, but then y'all just made that caffeine comment. So
Well, you would be better at it than me because, see, I don't eat any vegetables.
yeah.
That's why I struggled.
See, it's and you can
Ever.
relate
I was
to this.
starving.
And I mean, you possibly can too. It's hard to take on an endeavor when you also are feeding a family.
Yes.
Because
Mhm.
I'm like double
Mhm.
meal prepping
Mhm.
for everybody, and so that
Well, I
in
already did
itself
that.
is kind of
Mine
exhausting.
was the opposite though. As a single person, it's really hard to do it because it's really hard to cook.
Right.
I think it can
Or-
be difficult for everybody, but you just have to make it. You have to make a change. And like for you, I understand. For you, understand. Like in my situation, I understood because my wife was like, "I'll kind of do it, but let me make some separate stuff." So
Yeah.
it's you just
Well,
gotta make a
true.
switch.
No, you're right.
I'm
We
trying
can
to
all sit
talk
here
my
and talk
husband
about-
into doing it too. So,
Mike, you got this, man.
Mike.
Well, and mine's starting to like make a little bit more
Mhm.
healthy choices, but I think that might be too.
You know,
much too fast.
I feel like you make a lot of healthy choices, and
She
here is
Miss
why.
Healthy.
Because whenever y'all had the Merry Market at Butler's Courtyard, like you were there, and I was like, "Did you change?" You came back, you're like, "Oh yeah, I just did yoga in the park." I'm like, one of the
Yeah.
instructors there. I'm like, "What?
yeah.
You just left for yoga in the park, and now you're back to run
You
the
ever
show
done
here."
goat yoga?
Butlers actually did goat yoga for a period of time.
How did it go? How did
That
it go?
was an experience.
Carbrito yoga.
Did they use the
Um,
restroom a lot, or
So they were outside.
okay?
That was my first question when Jessica, shout out to Jess, when she received the call, she came in my office and said, how do we feel about 10 to 20 goats? And I was like, where do they go to the bathroom? What do they eat? Where are they
Yeah.
living? Like, what do you mean?
Mhm.
So, I think the name of the business is Goat Yoga Houston.
That's who we have on Friday.
They're bringing
Okay.
goats into our studio here. I don't know. Hopefully, like 1 or 2.
So maybe she's gonna bring some of the little time. I mean, we haven't seen her in a while. Is it Rachel? Is that her name? We haven't seen her but she was hosting them at Butler's, and then she eventually kind of found to get
Somewhere else.
the ball rolling, and then she found like a permanent studio because it was a lot of effort to bring the goats back and forth. But it was so fun, and it was really fun to do something unique. And I mean, from a sales perspective, it brought a lot of people to the property that might not have otherwise come,
Mhm.
And I enjoyed participating because I love animals and I love yoga.
Yoga.
So
That's cool. I've never done yoga. Do you think
you
is
can do
yoga
it.
for everybody?
Oh
What-
yeah,
could
yeah,
I-
yeah.
For
That's
sure.
cool.
I made my dad do it with us. That was
He enjoy it, or was it kind of like?
I don't think he cared for it too much, but we all had to experience it once with her there. It was a really cool experience, and we still get calls sometimes asking about it. So I don't know if we show up on a Google search or something.
Yeah,
But
probably so. So yeah, Goat Yoga Houston will be here on Friday at our event. We're excited to be doing, and we're gonna experience yoga for the first time, and then not only any yoga, Goat Yoga. So it'll be
what time
fun.
is that?
It's in the afternoon for sure. Kurt, do you remember
Okay.
what time? Like I want to say like 1.
I mean, my
30.
kids used to love to come by and play with the goats in between the sessions and stuff.
I
so.
bet.
I think it is 1:30.
You're
Yeah.
gonna bring them inside?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have them in the sanctuary
Have you ever been
for
in
30
there?
minutes.
Mm-mm.
So we seat about 4,000 in there.
I've
but-
seen it on TV.
Yeah, we can put it like small, but we're gonna be on the stage, and so there's a bunch of screens, and so we're gonna have couches up there, and we're gonna have a huge 8-hour show.
Yeah.
We're gonna split it up into 3 different segments because Facebook only allows you to air live stream for so
Oh,
long.
Okay. I
And
didn't know that.
yeah, we're having 16 guests. I think about 4 musical artists. Joe Perez is gonna help us co-host, and we have some other people we're still working out. But it's gonna be a
we
lot
want
of
to come
fun.
by.
Y'all can.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can come by. Maybe we need some goat yoga experts, some people who have
We've
done this
done it.
before.
The goats like jump on your back. Well, she kind of like sets them on your back, or
Okay.
they'll jump up on their own if they're by you.
But is the purpose of the goats
My
like to
mat
kind of
was
just be like
ruined.
cute and help you be relaxed, or is there
So
another
the-
purpose?
There's science that shows, when you're interacting with animals, that it can calm you and
Mhm.
release endorphins. And
So like cat yoga would work maybe too.
Sure, if you like cat.
Yeah, I'm just thinking claws. You know,
They're stretching on you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
We've
sense.
seen puppy yoga.
Puppy yoga is one I think would be cool.
That looks super cute.
Mhm.
I've seen like cow yoga recently.
Sounds mean.
It's
You're
more
eating
just
Chick-fil-A.
like yeah.
There's a cow
No,
like
you're just doing yoga
with
like
you,
near a
Chick-fil-A
cow or something.
Oh,
I'll tell you what. Sometimes when my pig steps on my foot,
You have a
it
pig?
hurts. I do have
And
a pig.
chickens.
And
Jeez.
I have 2 chickens.
2 chickens. Okay, so how many eggs do you expect a week with the 2 chickens?
Well, right now my expectations are low because they're 0.
They haven't
Okay.
They
started
haven't
laying
started laying yet.
So anything would be
Mhm.
nice.
Yes.
They
anything would be
speed it
nice.
up, really.
So one of them, her name's Christina. She's my yellow chicken.
Okay.
She's getting very frisky. So I'm thinking she's like venturing out into the front yard. I'm
pop one out.
constantly having to chase her back, or she'll randomly
Maybe
be laying
do
in
you
this
have to have
hole.
a rooster?
You don't have to have a rooster. No, that's how you can get your like fertilized
Baby
Right.
chickens.
eggs.
But I remember a friend of mine had a chicken and she had to like
it can
borrow a
definitely
rooster.
encourage, and we may need to do that. But from
To-
what
to
I've
get the ball
read,
rolling, get the
they're
eggs
okay in their age right now.
Okay,
where it's not
this
a
is normal.
concern. Yeah,
It takes a while
Yeah.
for them to start laying.
Where do you live in League City?
I do.
Okay, because
Mhm.
I have seen that recently. Like people in League City living in like straight up subdivision neighborhoods.
Mhm.
I used to live in a subdivision off of 96. There's people that had chickens there. People were
Mhm.
complaining
Yeah.
about it because they're like, "There's a chicken coop. Is this
Yeah.
allowed?" You know.
hmm As long as you're so many feet away from a residence, you know, then it's fine.
Yeah, it's-
Mhm.
Interesting.
You have to look it up.
Well,
Always,
and it depends what neighborhood. I can't
you
have
need
them
to
in
check
mine.
with your HOA. You need to check with the city ordinances. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would like farm. Well, not even farm. Like League City subdivision fresh eggs. You know, just walk
well,
out in
if
the
he
back.
starts laying enough, maybe she'll sell you some.
Just let me have one.
yes.
I like all kinds of eggs, hard boiled, over easy. Put it on a burger. It makes everything look better and taste better. But
This monkeys got sued. Oh yeah, I remember that play.
hmm
One of the monkeys passed away recently, I think.
what?
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook.
Miss Monkeys. Who are they?
It was like a place that was like a bakery, and there was monkeys there,
Oh wow.
and
That's
you would bring the
interesting.
monkeys out to interact with the kids and take pictures. And
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the interaction with the animals.
Yeah.
That's cool. So right now it's 10:37. We're gonna take a quick break on the FM. We're talking to Butler's Courtyard. Make sure that you check out Butler's Courtyard on their Facebook page. Kurt, do we have them tagged in our video today?
They do, and they're also the pinned comment as well. No, it's not the pinned comment anymore, but they used to be the pinned comment. Sorry.
So check out Butler's Courtyard. Make sure you like their social media page and let us know. Do you have any questions for Butler's Courtyard? You can weigh in and text us at 346-704-1806, or you can also comment on our YouTube stream or our Facebook stream. This is KHEA Radio.
So that phone call was Jim's Jungle Petting Zoo. Not only are we going to have dogs, we're going to have goat yoga and lemurs and kinkajous in studio on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Interesting
That
is
menagerie
interesting.
there.
It's just a combination of
We
everything.
have to bring our kids.
hmm
Yeah, you really could.
A space monkey next.
Yeah, we'll just have Kurt in the studio. I had a friend who they used to work at NASA. They just recently stopped. And whenever they first got hired, I just messed with them about that. I'm like, are you like one of the,
The
like a space
monkey.
where they sending you up to space?
That's
It's kind of
funny.
neat.
Yeah, so Jim's Jungle is also going to be on our show now at 3:30. Super excited.
Me too.
We have almost all. We need one more at like 1:30, and then we have all of our guests filled for Friday. And it's going to be a great show.
Very
Wonderful.
cool.
Are y'all already coming on?
We
No.
don't have a time slot.
Do y'all want to come? Do y'all want a time? Would y'all available?
1:30. Let me look. Let me check. our
Even if y'all
calendar.
come, like, what if, because they are goat yoga experts, can we
Well, I
get
don't know
like
about
people to
experts.
join
Yeah,
us?
speaker.
We
they
did
would
it
be
one
right before goat yoga at 2:00.
And then
Then
they
we
can
could
do goat
stay for
yoga.
it.
Stay and do goat yoga.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Looks fine with me.
I'm adding you to it. 1:30, Butler's Courtyard.
Is that good for you?
Good for me.
Okay. We do need to check with our team, but one of us will, if not both,
Mhm.
will be here.
Okay.
Bring your yoga outfit.
Oh my god, I'm not doing yoga on like
Always be prepared.
Always be prepared. You
the
probably have
goats
your-
ruined. They
She's
ruined my
prepared.
yoga
I feel
mat.
like she's like,
Lindsay has it
Yeah.
in her car,
So
right?
if anything, I will stay at Butler's and she could come do the yoga. They ruined my mat. Just be careful of that.
Okay.
I mean, that is like it was worth it, but
yeah.
They did. They peed on you. They pooped on-
that's like a normal.
But
thing.
I feel like they're good to.
You kind
clean
of
off, though.
expect that.
Yeah, I mean, go to Five Below, get yourself a mat
Yeah,
for this
exactly.
experience. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
just giving you a
that's
heads
good
up if you
advice.
have a mat that you like.
mats
really
can be
like.
They're
super
gonna be-
expensive, and
Do I need to have yoga clothes on too?
Aren't you?
Just
Like-
like
you
what-
always wear
yes,
yoga
Kurt
pants.
needs to
usually
be in
underneath.
yoga pants.
Yeah, he always wears yoga pants.
Please wear
Christmas
yoga
pants.
Christmas yoga pants.
Yes. We're gonna have so 3 Acres got brought up. We have a barber from 3 Acres. I believe we just got her scheduled like
Barbara's gonna be
yesterday
here. Yes.
during while Jim's Jungle's here.
Yes. They're
So
going to
that'll
be
be fun.
coming on together.
Roger said he's down for some yoga. Roger, you got to put on the yoga pants.
Oh, Lydia's watching. She is one of my friends with triplets.
I texted Ryan. I said, Ryan,
She
tune in."
probably is. You're like a stalker at this
A
stage.
little
right?
bit. I've tried. to tell him
You've
that
never
he's
even
up.
met her, and you're just like text. How did you get her number?
We exchanged phone numbers.
Oh, she gave it to you willingly. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Found it. Well, that was the start of it.
You should have her mom on. Risa is amazing.
The last thing she said was
stop texting me. Leave me alone.
I've
She
reported
said,
you.
I need to do
There's
my
your police
review and all that,
interaction.
so money might not be an option. Maybe later in the week once I see where I am at. And then
So
I
she's
said,
blowing you off.
Uh-huh.
But for
Oh,
what?
yeah.
To come on the show or to like go do something?
I don't know.
She's
'Cause
just not
we've
that
already
into
ta-
you.
Yeah, I've already had this talk with him. I don't know how many times, but so guess what? Chicken butt. We got Kurt in the chicken outfit. We need a chicken outfit. Roger, sweats. No, we need you in yoga pants. We would need Roger in yoga pants.
Can't
Do they make yoga pants for dudes? They do, huh?
dude yoga
Like
pants?
bike shorts,
Bike shorts account.
I don't know.
yoga panty, right?
Yeah. It was like leggings. So like
Yeah,
sometimes
leggings.
whenever
Like
I play
leggings.
like basketball or something like that, you know, you just put on the base layer.
Yeah.
And you just put the other ones over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
But just take off the the outside and just be in the base
Or just
layer.
keep it on. Just keep it on.
Oh, I guess that's an option too.
I had a dream that I played this really crazy basketball game last night, and you
Mhm.
mentioning that just brought it all
That's
back.
awesome.
So weird.
Did you win?
No, I didn't even know what to do because I went to go change because I was in my work clothes. And so the coach like gave the instructions while I was gone. And apparently I was trying out for this varsity team because, you know, I was like 17 again.
Yeah.
And I go out there to like go do my best and be awesome. But there's like 15 different teams on the court and you each have your own numbered aisle with
Yeah.
goals. And so you have to, and on your jersey, it'll say what team you are. So you not only have to read their jerseys to find your team, but then you also have to take the ball to your goal. It was crazy.
That is crazy.
It was
Wow.
very
Did
crazy.
you play basketball in school?
I did. I played in high school and middle school.
Because you're pretty tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be. good
So
basketball.
she got married since last time we were here.
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
true.
How
Congratulations.
did you meet your significant other?
The way I saw pictures that
It
you
was
had
so
posted,
pretty.
it does look like it was a good time.
It was so fun
Mhm.
and perfect. However, on the topic, there were a lot of things that I had to prepare for, and I did spend some time stressing over that if I were at Butler's Courtyard, I wouldn't have had
Wouldn't have to handle it.
wouldn't have had to handle it.
So, do you
And I
think
also
she
had
made
a team of experts with me.
What? Do you have any? It looks like you have
I
something.
mean,
you
I
wanna
have.
say.
I told you so dance.
yeah.
No,
But no, I
no.
understand.
The venue she got married at is a good friend of ours, and it's a
Mhm.
gorgeous venue. But we just have different systems in place that would have kept her stress a little lower.
That's cool. So okay, so y'all are gonna be doing like the wedding
Okay,
extravaganza.
so first
stuff.
is the bridal extravaganza,
Yes.
Mhm.
and then is our open house,
And when
which is a really big deal. We do 2 a year,
Sunday, January 13th.
2 to
cool.
5.
2 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
We will have food to taste. We have the chocolate fountain going. We have all of our preferred vendors.
What's the
So
calendar?
And
florists,
that's-
photographers.
2 to 5.
Dress shops. We have a barber shop that will come out to do fresh cuts the day
That's
of.
cool.
Hairstylist, makeup
yeah.
artist. I mean,
We go to the big show, and then that's kind of like our own.
Andrew Scott's back.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Mini show where they can meet our vendors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And tour the venue, without feeling any kind of pressure or anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we do usually have a lot of people that book there. That's a good opportunity if they've never been there, or they've maybe toured with Lindsay, but they want to bring back their mom and dad first or something. That's a good
Yes.
chance to do that, and then they can make their decisions. So
That's cool. So
it's
that's
really fun. Too.
open house. You don't
Mhm.
have to book an appointment or do anything
No,
like that.
just show up.
Just show up.
We will be pre-registering people,
Yes.
just to get them through the line faster, but they can just show up.
Look at
What's happening?
Kurt's just like a giddy schoolgirl over there.
Show them.
Well, they need to. Oh, sorry, I slid like our Kurt over there. Like, I'm just disgusted in this.
Oh, goodness
Kurt.
gracious.
This is
Oh,
amazing. Can
I
we?
don't know if he's like
Is
ready.
it
To,
public? Can we share it?
Kurt has been mingling hard for like a long
Those
time.
they
Like,
chose good pictures. It's
They are
Right.
good
it
pictures.
doesn't even look like him anymore.
Where's the one without your toupee on though?
Yeah, you should put a post in there like your bald photo.
If you want to get to know the real me.
Stephanie Conviction. I cannot wait until Kurt sees this. I see it, Stephanie. I see all.
He's like, meet me at Boulder's Courtyard on the 13th. We'll see what goes down.
Yeah. So
Open house.
Open house.
Yep.
That's where the
If you
jam-
wanted to tour, like otherwise, like you said, like if
Yeah.
somebody, so would they call or can they show up?
We prefer that they give us a call and let us know that they're coming. We are there. So if they did show up, we are there. But we have so many events right now
Yeah.
that I would hate for them to come and then
It's
I can't
like a
even
wedding.
show them around. Exactly.
Right.
So we do encourage them, even if it's just like, hey, what are you doing? Are you available right now? Yes,
Yeah.
I am. Or I'm not right now.
2
Can you
hours.
come at this time instead? We had a wedding yesterday. So that's
Mhm.
exactly what happened. She wanted to come. We just needed to get her in before that wedding started.
Well, and a private tour is, always better because we can talk to you one-on-one about your specific wedding.
Mhm.
The open houses are super fun and I want everybody to experience them. But if you've never been before, again, it can be just a little bit overwhelming. There's like 300 people there and you might be thinking, oh my gosh, would my wedding day look this
Right.
busy
Yeah.
and buzzy and crazy? So a lot of times we try to get them in for a visit first so that we can show them around one-on-one and explain kind of our system and tailor it to their exact event,
So that private tour, is there any cost that's associated
Oh,
with that?
no,
No,
not
free.
at all. Yeah,
Mhm.
of course. We just like to get to know the couple and show them what we have to offer
Mhm.
and
For
see
those
if we're
tours,
fit.
is it mainly like will it be the bride and groom coming or just like the bride?
So it varies. It really does. There, a lot of the time it is the bride and groom. A lot of the time it's the bride and her mother.
Yeah.
Sometimes dad's there. I also hear quite a bit. I'm touring and I'm going to pick my top 4 and then I'm going to bring him back to
Cool.
come see those. So,
Yeah.
mhm.
That's cool. That is cool.
Mhm.
Whenever we were at the Merry Market, we saw there was like a rehearsal that was
Mhm.
going on. That was kind of neat to
Yeah.
see.
Mhm.
And I was kind of, I don't know if y'all got mad, but I was like, do y'all need an officiant? Like, I'm available.
Well, hopefully if they were at the rehearsal,
You never know. Sometimes.
but
stuff
it's good to know you do that because we've had an instance where something happened.
Right.
I'm ordained too, but I haven't had to do one yet.
happens. Really?
But I got
Are
ordained
you
just in
excited?
case. No, I'm actually, I got ordained hoping to do Lindsay's,
Mhm.
but
Annie,
I
but
didn't
anyway.
make the audition, no.
Yeah.
But it's also just a good backup,
Yeah.
But no, I would be really nervous at first.
Yeah.
but-
Would you read it? Do you know what your style would be? Because you've probably heard a
No,
lot.
I would literally probably just print something off Google and be like,
Yeah.
especially if it was last minute and I didn't have.
I feel like you could probably get. So my wife,
Mm-hmm.
she performed my sister's wedding,
That's
and she just went off the dome because she's like, you go to
well,
weddings,
if you
grow up, and
know
I'm-
them, yeah.
yeah.
But
I
if
feel
this was
you've
like
seen
a
so
last
many weddings,
minute-
so many weddings, you'd be like,
I know.
okay, it goes like, okay, They walk in, you know, mom and dad sit
Yeah.
down, this and that, address them. Then you go to here, like the outline. I feel like you're probably
Well, I would
an
know
expert.
the outline, but I don't actually listen to this.
Okay.
You know?
Well, and it's a very important job. It's a very
Exactly, and
important job.
I would take it serious, so.
Mhm.
Google. Yeah, that's
Now,
what
if
I
it
did.
was like for Lindsay or a sister or something, that would be different. I would, you know,
Yeah.
giving and receiving,
Receiving,
and
giving, and receiving.
Kurt's been zoned out over here, like
Anybody-
hoping
So,
like the ladies.
I
are
guess we're the
tired.
only
Anybody,
Friends
if
fans.
anybody knows that reference, drop it in the comments.
Yeah, it was big
Athena
bridal
asked-
bash. Yes.
said, "Isn't there a heart tree or something like that? There is there."
There's
There-
a pinata unicorn here.
you want?
Oh, at
Kurt?
Butler's, there
You
was.
worried about your little mingle post over here? I'm trying to have an interview over here. Apologize.
Oh, somebody was asking about.
There
decorations
was a
here.
pelican tree or something, but it didn't survive.
But right now it's all Christmas. It's Christmas.
Mhm.
out.
Super Christmassy, and
How-
the fig factory is too. It looks.
How
really
is
nice.
it like? Because getting it that way takes a lot of work, but is breaking down like a big
Which we
event
forgot
too?
to talk about yesterday.
Properly
It's-
storing the stuff and
It's
keeping it.
well, and we're usually so like over it, we don't store it away, and then next year we're mad at ourselves for like just like you
Just
know,
throw it in the
Right.
It's all
Well,
mixed
but
It
up.
happens here
also-
too, like with all our stuff.
We take it down. It's right after New Year's. Everyone's tired.
We're getting ready
and
for the
we
show.
have the show the next weekend, so it's a busy week for us.
We-
Oh, man.
yeah.
How's the decorations going to be different from the Christmas stuff to the show? Why don't you
What are you
Bridal
talking about?
extravaganza.
like? Yeah,
We
Isn't it at
just don't
Butler's?
have.
No,
No,
it's at
open
the
house
George.
is
Oh, the
the
open
13th.
house is at
Yeah.
Butler's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so it's different decorations.
it's just no
It's
Christmas.
just normal,
Oh, it goes
busy.
back to.
What did you want him to
Christmas
decorate for?
year-round.
You wanted like a January decoration.
Well-
Just a like winter white.
When
We
you
can all
get
work
married,
it
you
all.
can bring all that in.
we
That's
got
right.
we got 10 seconds. We'll go back on that FM. Right now. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. That was Elvis Presley. I'll be home for Christmas. We don't do that much anymore where we like outro, intro the
Oh, yeah.
songs. We used to do that all the time.
Like a.
We should bring it
like
back.
DJ it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
We have Butler's Courtyard in. How are y'all doing today?
We're doing good over here.
Yeah.
Excited to be here. Excited for the holidays and all of our events.
Cool. And we were learning about an event during the break. I think it's January the 13th. I believe it's a Sunday. What do y'all have going on that day?
That is our open house. It's more of our winter style open house. So if you guys didn't know, we are actually in engagement season right now.
Oh.
So this is the time of year
This is
around the
cuffing
holidays where everybody is getting asked. And so we like to have an event to bring them out to come to our venue. Very relaxed, very fun. Of course, we're always there for personal tours, but sometimes this is a better opportunity for them. And then we can get them back out one-on-one at another time.
This
So-
is engagement season because you do
Mhm.
see that like a lot of times, like for Christmas, like people do that, you know. And I guess I mean you
Oh,
can
yeah.
get engaged anytime, but
Engagement
strong.
season is seen as basically November with a big, increase in December and New Year's, and then through Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
So if you Google, which my dad did this the other day, engagements across the U.S. or something, it's like this.
oh wow,
Yep.
You know, I've seen memes where it's like, okay, now I'm gonna
Like a
see a
chart.
bunch of people get
Mhm.
engaged, but I feel like you shouldn't be salty. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be, worry about your own business. Somebody gets engaged. Hey, congratulations to them. That's
Right.
awesome.
Oh, it's super exciting, and we love hearing the stories and
Yeah.
and seeing the rings, and
It's a lot of family gatherings. And
Mhm.
so in a lot of these proposals, they want to do it with the family.
Grandma's
around.
there,
Mhm.
someone, the
or
family.
a box under the tree.
Under the tree.
I do
Yeah,
not want to do
at
mine around my
midnight.
family.
You know.
Nah, it'd be too weird.
You where?
My
What's
mom
your?
would be
Well,
like
so this is our
crying
next
in the
topic, your
background.
proposal story.
Yeah,
yes.
Kurt, what's your engagement like? How are you going to do it whenever you find the one day?
I don't know. I mean, it depends on who
Yeah,
you're
you have
doing
to
it.
tailor
Like you
it.
have a story, you
Yeah.
know, like that's part of the story
Mhm.
for that engagement. I feel like it varies based on different people. I don't
And
know.
we talked about this last time, I believe. You had
Yeah.
the fountain and the lights.
Yeah, the fountain.
or
I
the
would do
Bieber,
thing.
wasn't there like a Bieber?
It
song
went
in there?
great.
Yeah, it was great.
He was
but,
at Bridezilla. He talked about.
but that is the thing. Like for that situation, the fountains made sense.
Mhm.
So the next person that I meet, there's going to be a story there, and that engagement's going to be special. I feel like the engagement
Mhm.
needs to be.
How
special.
did you propose to your wife?
Me, okay. So I went to prom for my senior prom. Me and my now wife, we were friends and dating and stuff. So we went to to prom together, and there was a place that was like special because of reasons, not anything crazy or like weird or whatever. But so we went back to that spot, and I asked her there, and it was
That's cute.
that's what it was.
So it was tying your past to your
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
For sure. And I was nervous, and it was definitely something I'll remember, and I know she'll remember it too.
And what time of year was that?
Man, okay, so we got married in May, and we were engaged for like 6 months or something. May, I don't know. I'm not good at math. You're putting me on the numbers here.
So it was in
in
engagement season,
Be
probably.
November.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I guess so. But yeah, I always remember like Facebook memories come out. I'm
Mhm.
like, thanks, Facebook. Like, oh yeah, that's what happened. We got engaged. So that's how that went down, and it was pretty cool.
That is good. That's a good one.
Yep. And I'm excited to see what happens for Curt. It is engagement season. If you're listening and you're watching on our YouTube stream or Facebook stream, did you get engaged during what is like a strong engagement season? If so, let us know what your story is. We want to hear from you, what you have going on. Are you going to be at the event on the 13th of January? It's going to be, I believe, start at 2. You said 2
Mhm.
to 5.
Mhm.
So
Did you ask Pastor Hallam for the permission?
I did. And every time that's my wife's husband. I talked to him, but he was always like, I was like, hey, I'm going to talk, ask you to this. And he's like, oh yeah. Well, let's talk about it. It's like, well, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, let's
And
talk
so
about it another day.
I know I had to talk to him, like, seriously, no joke, at least 3 times. And I'm like, I'm literally, I have like the ring on me right now. And like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to
He's
do. And
trying
he was
to
like,
postpone that.
a little bit. I think so. He's like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, we'll talk about it. Oh yeah, we'll talk about it. I'm like, that's what I'm
Did
doing
you get a yes?
now.
Did you get a yes?
So I finally just did it.
Went ahead.
No, yeah, we finally talked. And I was telling him, I was like, well, I'm planning on doing it like this week, and he's like, or like in the next couple days, like
Oh.
even today, like,
Mhm.
and so he was like, okay, finally we talked about it.
I got a no.
Oh, that should have
From-
been a big. Here's
I
your
drove
sign.
2.5 hours to have a meeting with him, only to be rejected. And I went
This
back
meeting
like
could have been an
crying.
email.
I went back crying to my wife, and I was like, "I hope your dad likes me." And she like called him up, Dad, I really like this guy. Be nice to him. And I proposed that weekend, and I was like, ha,
And then now Dad's doing an I told you so dance.
pretty much.
Yeah, that
Well,
happens.
My husband got to ask my dad on the phone because obviously he was in Ireland. So
hmm
Hey, Roger said getting engaged on Christmas. Roger, you're getting congratulations. Let us know who's the person.
oh, is she? Yeah. Well, hopefully this isn't spoiling a surprise.
Yeah, and Solion said, hearing all these love stories, it makes me have hope. So beautiful. Yeah, you know what? And everybody, your story is going to be different. It's going to be unique to you. And there's always time,
Yeah.
There's always time. And you don't want to rush into a wrong situation, because then you end up with a story that's like, well, I should have known, or something like that. But it is it's engagement season, but maybe it's your time. I don't know.
By the way, you should clarify, you didn't get engaged when you were a junior in high school. You got
No, he
engaged later on.
recreated went
Yeah.
back to the.
I'm getting messages like, wow, Gardy got married young. Gardy
Oh,
No,
it
I
was
thought
like
that was pretty clear.
27.
Yeah.
I've been married. It'll be 5 years in May.
27.
Yeah, so I'm 32. It's quick math, Curt.
That's really good math.
Mhm.
Blowing my mind over here. It's the quickest he's ever calculated anything. So we have a couple minutes left. Can y'all share, any final closing thoughts? Anything y'all want to share? Website, maybe reiterate an event that they need to be at. Social media, what's going on?
Definitely. So, of course, if you go check us out on social media, you'll find us on Facebook. Just search Butler's Courtyard. We're continuously reposting our events where you can RSVP to them there. You can reach out to us for a direct tour if that's what you want to do, or just kind of look at some pictures. Website would be more detailed information. There's a pop-up on the website for you to also RSVP for the open house. And then, of course, calling or even texting us directly, sending a direct email. Whatever's your best way is our best way. Facebook message us, Pinterest us, Instagram us, whatever you're most comfortable with.
Yeah, and just remember, we also do, family parties, retirement parties,
Bridal showers, baby showers,
rehearsal dinners. So
Christmas
even
dinners.
if you're getting
Mhm.
married somewhere else, between Butler's or the Fig Factory, we would love to be a part of your.
We also help with proposals. So if you
Mhm.
are planning to propose this engagement season and you want a little bit of help, give us a call. We know photographers that will come in and be
Mhm.
there for you. We can try to reach out to videographers, help you stage, get a nice meal for you. We also offer a return in-house
Credit.
giveaway credit for you once
cool.
you have been engaged at our venue.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to put that event in our calendar, and we'll see if we can make it out there on the 13th. That'd be fun.
It
We'll
would be fun to have
definitely,
you.
push out the event and all that. But hopefully we can make it. I don't see why not, Kurt. On Sunday, 2 to 5, we could at least make an appearance potentially, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I have it down in the calendar from 2 to 5. We'll be
Awesome.
there.
Well, we'd love to see y'all.
Pop
And we'll
in.
see you Friday.
All right, this is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We have a lot going on this afternoon. Kurt, what do we have?
We are headed to Get Naked Fit. We are going to
Yeah.
be doing some videoing there. We're going to go to Head.
I'm gonna.
The name of the
Okay.
plate is Naked Nutrition. So they do meal
Okay.
prepping and there's a lot
I'm
They
like,
behind
changed
it.
the
you
name.
get
What it is-
naked, then you get fit, or you get fit so that
Well,
it's
you
comfortable
get
naked?
fit so that you look good when you are
Okay,
naked.
Okay.
I believe is what it is.
Hmm.
We've had them on before.
We're-
They supply us with meals and stuff like that. So we're
Yeah,
gonna go shoot a
I'm
video
familiar
for
That's
with
them.
why
the
we look
meal.
so good.
That's why,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just people think it's the
Get
jacket.
Naked Fit. And then we're headed to Head Games, and then we also are headed to the Arms Room. So we got a busy afternoon. I have some editing I have to get done. I have graphics I have
What's
to
Head
make for
Games?
Friday's show.
It's a salon.
Uh-huh.
Woo.
There's a lot.
Head Game
happening.
Salon. So yeah, go check them out. They're over at 270 and 518 in Leak City, like where Kroger is, and there's a strip. So
Oh,
I
are they
believe
new
it's
there?
Kathy. I'm not sure how long they've been there, but we met Kathy at Fub on Me. She actually was like, "Hey, I saw that video and I'm here," and we're like, "Oh, that's awesome!" And she told us she owned a
Yeah,
salon.
I think I've seen them there.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's our hood.
there's a
Yeah.
shipping place over
Uh-huh,
there,
yeah.
and I've used that shipping
Uh-huh.
place a lot. But yeah, that's our afternoon. It's 11 o'clock. This has been Kickstart. Again, thank y'all so much for making time hanging out with us. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Coming up next is Elevation. And we'll see y'all tomorrow morning at 8:30. Maybe we'll post some stuff from our events and all the stuff that we have going on this afternoon. But this is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart.
I think we just made a couple. I'm
Looks
watching
like-
these comments.
Yep, we're working on it.
All right, guys. Y'all need to be at the event on the 13th to go check out what Butler's Courtyard has to offer, all the vendors they work with. You'll have an awesome time. Maybe even sample some free cake.
Invite
That's where
her
you'll
to
find
your
me.
wedding.
Invite us.
Hey,
Thanks for having us, guys.
that's awesome. Hey,
That was fun.
Bye, social
so
media. Hey, Miss.
Ashley, we hope it goes well.
I know, and hopefully we'll be able to get together soon.
Lindsay's already on it.
I'm working on it.
All right. We love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow
Bye,
morning.
y'all.